It is Friday night in Phoenix, and you're listening to the Absolute Geek Podcast. My name is Matt.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Brian.
Go ahead,
And I'm
Lance. Just rotation it. You've been here so much, you can rotation it. It's all good.
So
Before we get started tonight, I want to say a big congratulations to our graduate, Mr. Kyle Stinson. Good job, buddy.
Awesome, buddy.
What is this, like degree number 6 for you now?
16.
Okay.
Nope, I got my 2 degrees in IT.
He is not only an IT guru, he is also a crime scene investigator at CSI. So he can do it all.
So if you ever need to murder somebody and fix a computer,
Yeah.
I'm your guy. I can help you murder it, and then I can help you fucking get rid of all the evidence from your computer.
There you go.
that was actually fucking pretty cool seeing that on the big screen, seeing you do that.
Yeah, give him the
Yeah.
devil horns.
Yeah, and if they put you up on the big screen like that, I didn't know they do shit like that now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that I give them this thing and they scan it, and it puts my name up there too. It puts my name and my degree as they're announcing me. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
I got
Kyle Kane.
I got to graduate with my buddy Logan. We took all these classes together. So I got to fucking it was a ton of fun.
Did you guys hold hands as you crossed the stage?
I did. I gave him game pat with
Nice.
the little taint tickle.
Oh. Give him a
I heard
double
somebody
whammy,
call it something different that I haven't heard in years. And when I heard it, he called it a gooch, and I was like, "Holy shit, man! I haven't heard of somebody calling it a gooch in years."
The gooch, the grundle, bro.
Yeah. So he was telling me about how somebody asked him to tattoo his gooch.
Yikes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that does not sound fun at
No.
all.
Sounds stupid.
So at that point, what do? Do you just say, "I'm a fucking professional and I'm going to get through it," or you tell the guy to go fuck himself?
It depends on how much they're willing to pay, dude.
A job's a job.
I mean, I'm assuming as a tattoo artist, you're asked to tattoo some weird shit, dude. So
Literally.
It's just a job.
my buddy, his name's Darren Priest. He does all just black ink, no color or anything. And he's always posting pictures of stuff that he's done. And he's like top 10 in the country or something like that. Something ridiculous. But
For tattooing gooches?
that's his special.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but he's fucking good, dude. Best portraits I've ever seen.
I think
Ever.
that black and white work, it can be beautiful, but I never understood why anybody not in prison would want black and white work. The color looks so fucking good nowadays, and you can keep it looking good. Yeah, why not have
Why
color?
are you discriminating? Why do you have to be in prison to get black and white work done?
Well, you're in prison. I mean, you're just, that's really, most of the work is in black and white, right? So, like, you can't talk shit about somebody that's got prison tattoos because they'll fucking beat you up. So, you got to just play it safe.
I don't know. Kyle, show us your prison tattoos.
This one?
Man, that's so lifelike.
Yeah, that color looks
your red-
really good, even to this day.
Your red fish and your blue fish.
They used to be dark red and dark blue, but now they're not anymore.
Yeah, but you can go get those touched up.
I can go get them touched up. I just haven't.
Yep.
Yeah, they used to be like a nice color, It was years of the sun and years of work in construction that they just made them fade.
Yeah.
But that's it. That was a good show. Talk to you later.
That was a great show, guys. Glad we could have Lance on for that riveting discussion about taints, grundles, and gooches.
I mean, I would get my gooch tattooed before my butthole.
Love this show.
I don't know, man. If you're gonna go that deep, just go all out, man.
You might as well put a starfish around the butthole or what?
A bullseye.
Make it
Just
look like,
change this name into the fucking
make
Absolute
it look like
Butthole
no,
Podcast.
they should, no, you should make it look like the black hole they just discovered, and you could do space around it.
Oh, that would
You
be
can do
fucking
so
great.
right around your butthole. You can do the Event Horizon.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
all right.
Why don't you just get the eye of Sauron?
Change the
tattooed on your
subject here, by the way.
So where's our new didn't we get some new talent? I swear we got some new talent.
Yeah, I thought we made a trade.
Yeah, where's the trade?
It didn't go through at the trade deadline.
Oh, fucking commish. We gotta call the commish, man.
I know.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, we traded Comic Book Playground, a action figure, future action figure
For Donnie.
for Donnie.
For Corbin. No, it's for Corbin.
I thought
No,
it was for Donnie.
Oh, this is what you were
no.
saying. Yeah.
It was for Donnie. We got
It was
Donnie.
for Donnie, yeah. He was
It
going
must
to trade
be
us
for
Donnie
Corbin.
for a
And-
later
and-
Corbin action figure.
Beginning, it was Corbin.
No, he was
said,
supposed to be
"No, not
trading us
Corbin."
Corbin for an action figure to be named later.
That's
But
even
it-
good.
It
Send him
ended up
over.
being Donnie, though.
I'm loving this fucking trading. It's fucking great. Like, can we bring up some
Yeah.
people from the minors? And
I've been trying to trade Jose for years. He just won't go away.
well, sometimes you just gotta put him on waivers.
He's damaged goods now. He's got to go on IR.
Yeah.
He wants too much money for what he brings.
Right.
It was like when Shaq came to the Suns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Steve Nash when he
Hey.
was old.
Steve Nash did good for a long time.
Yeah, but he raped the Lakers, dude.
He did. He totally did.
Good for him.
he beat him when he was with us, and he beat him when he was on their team too. So
And now he made out because he's got 2 rings now.
Yeah.
was
Because
he
he-
on the
fucking-
team the championship year?
Golden State.
Yeah.
He's a Golden State's. What he does,
Oh, that's right.
he helps their new talent.
That's
He
right.
helps
And they're
them-
losing right now.
Good.
I'm
Hey,
rooting
Golden
for the
State.
Bucks.
I
But
could care less about fucking
If-
basketball.
If Golden State
so
gets
good.
in, I'll root for the Bucks. If Houston gets in, I'm rooting for Houston. Just because James Harden is ASU.
God
it's
damn
it's
nerds.
it's
James Harden's as much ASU as I am, man.
Eric,
That dude couldn't get into fucking USC, so he went to ASU.
It's all right.
the Bucks have a few old ex-Sun players on their team.
Well, PJ Tucker's in Houston.
They have
Is-
Eric Bledsoe, and
is
he's
Dudley on the
killing
Bucks?
it there,
Yeah, Bledsoe's killing it in
Bledsoe's-
Milwaukee.
killing it there. And
Yeah.
they've got one of the Lopez brothers.
Yeah.
God damn motherfuckers!
This has to be a new record. 7 minutes into the show when I've completely lost control. Talking about
Could you
basketball.
imagine? Could you imagine if it's Houston and Milwaukee and all the old D'Antoni is the coach of Houston?
Oh,
It'd just be a Suns carousel, dude.
I mean, there's so many players. It's. I just don't understand. The Suns have always done that, man. We've got these awesome picks and these awesome people, and then we trade them off, and then they become these badasses on other teams.
I know. It's because our coach sucks. Our coach, our owner, everything. Bring Colangelo back.
Fuck,
I don't know, dude. The
Carver.
coach of the is it the coach of the Suns or the coach? I think it's the coach. The owner of the Suns owns the greatest sports card collection known to man.
Sarver?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's from being fucking cheap with the Suns.
that
He
dude
probably does.
owns. That dude owns multiple million-plus cards.
So yeah, I tried to trade a overextended Stretcher Armstrong for Corbin, and the Frank wasn't taking it. So that's why we don't have any. We don't have any good new talent.
Well, maybe we can work something out.
we can still get Donnie.
We don't want Donnie.
Well, fuck me, right?
You're already here,
made-
man.
Yeah,
I made the one comment that Donnie was funny because he's sarcastic, and now it's all like we're somehow like got a boner for Donnie.
Was Donnie the other guy there at Free Comic Book Day?
No,
Yeah,
that was
Donnie
Joe.
was the dude who. No, that was so. Donnie came in and he was there. I believe it's his wife.
he
Just
came in
walking around.
He put
Yeah.
the shirt on and then he walked off to go do.
Yeah, other things.
And
Yeah.
definitely,
Mhm.
I mean, most of our listeners have probably already heard this, but if you haven't checked out Comic Playground with Frank Caliendo, definitely
Don't.
go check him out.
Why? What are
No,
you doing,
definitely
Brian?
check him
What are you
Hey,
doing,
bro.
Brian?
Hey, bro. I'm just pushing the love, man. Pushing the love.
No, it's true though. Like Corbin and all them, they're good guys, dude.
I got a couple podcasts I want to jump on, man. Don't you know this? I'm a professional podcaster, man.
Brian's trying to dominate the podcast world, dude.
I want to be on 6 podcasts by Christmas. That's Brian's goal.
I mean, I don't got to work anymore. I got to find something to do. I mean, other than drink squirt.
Where's a Fresca that Chuck brought?
It's fucking like drinking water. It's like drinking O'Doul's, man. I can't do it.
Look, at this point, you might as well just sleep all night or sleep all day and be up all night. Message people at 2 a.m. I don't care.
Yeah.
Quit shouting out other podcasts.
No, good guys. That was a lot of fun at the comic book.
That was a blast, dude.
Day, yeah.
I had so much fun.
Yeah, we got to do more events like that.
Yeah, it was fun hanging out with those comics and playgrounds guys.
The playground
and playgrounds. I can't remember. I can't quite remember the name of their show.
I think it's Play Comic Ground.
Play Comic Ground. All right.
Yep,
Play on the ground with comics.
Yes.
That sounds right.
I got it.
I think that's their name. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Turd in the sandbox and comics. Got it.
Hey, did any of your guys' shows get canceled today?
I haven't even seen a list of like shows.
Absolute Geek did.
Yeah, we got canceled.
We just canceled ourselves.
Fucking time,
about Comic Playground. Motherfuckers. I needed this gig.
I tried to cancel us. I've been trying to cancel us since yesterday, and Kyle won't let me.
What do you mean since yesterday? Since like last year?
I've been trying to cancel us since yesterday, and Kyle won't let me.
Yeah, the Lethal Weapon got canceled.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's not a surprise. Everyone's leaving that show.
Yeah, I didn't even know that show was on until that one dude got fired.
I'm surprised it made it. 3 seasons?
It was great when Clayne Crawford was on it. It was fantastic, and then it just turned into a different show. It turned into every other crime show that's on TV.
Every other buddy comedy.
Once it got Stifler on it, it really took a left turn.
Well, it was okay. It was just.
But that dude was perfect for that role.
Oh, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole show took a weird left turn. Like it was weird. I'm not saying he was bad in it, but once he came in it, it took a weird left turn.
It was weird. Well, it turned into everything else. It turned into Bones, and it turned into every other crime show that's on TV. Yeah. But do you guys watch The Passage?
No.
I heard that got canceled.
Got canceled too. It had Zach Morris in it.
Yeah, it had a real strong starting, and then it just dived after 2 or 3 episodes.
It was a good show. It was a real good show, and then it just.
Listen, TV is going to be just dead here in 10 years. It's all going to be streaming. Just like radio. Radio will be done in 10 years if they don't figure something different.
Yeah, if they don't do something. If they don't get podcasts like ours.
If they don't hire Absolute Geek to be their new morning show.
And Couch Crashers to do afternoons.
Thanks, Kyle.
Dude, we should just start our whole radio network. Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio.
Some guy
we can have
invited us to get on in Detroit. Like he's doing that in Detroit where it's just all day.
Oh, it's going to be a great show. Kyle's wife showed up into the chat. Here we go. Now that the show's turned around. It's always good when Nubia's in the chat. You're fucking done, Kyle. You're done, son.
I'm gonna write hello, my one true love.
Oh, now you're gonna kiss up, huh? Gonna kiss that ass now. But we should start a pirate radio. So we'll do Absolute Geek in the morning show, Couch Crunchers in the afternoon, and then Bogcast can be like the late night people.
and then that comics underground can do the 3 to 5 shift.
Comics Underground.
Whatever it's called.
Comics
you mean playing in the sandbox with toys?
They mess up your name once and you start throwing out slurs. Jeez.
Hey, Kyle, did you tell Nubia that you were going to get your taint tattooed?
Slurs.
Now she knows.
Someone's not muted.
Thanks for ruining that present for her.
Happy Mother's Day.
The Mother's Day present.
Jesus. I hope you liked your Mother's Day present early, Nubia.
I was gonna lay down and I was gonna have my legs up and
spread eagle. So when she turns on the light, there's just a big portrait of her face on your taint.
Well, she wouldn't need to turn down the light because it's gonna have the black hole in the middle
with the event horizon around it.
Yeah, it's just gonna steal the light.
That's awesome.
Perfect time for me to join. I love taint tattoos.
Oh man.
No,
why are you even here, Kyle? I mean, your wife is way cooler. Let's get her on the show. Let's trade for her.
She's at work, or we would make that trade. She would be way better. So, shout out to everybody. It's in Phoenix that's listening. Her work on I think it's Wednesday the 29th-ish. She's doing Back to the Future trivia. So if you're a fan,
your wife,
but Back to the Future is bullshit.
According to Stupid Endgame, yeah, she's the trivia host, and she's going to be doing a Back to the Future trivia for the Back to the Future trilogy
at Carly's
at the restaurant.
Yep.
Great little place in downtown Phoenix that's right in the thick of it. So get down there.
What street's it on?
We went. You've been there.
Come on, Street, Roosevelt.
No, I'm saying for the people that don't know.
Wednesday the 27th at 7 p.m. She said.
Yeah, 2nd Street down there on the row, right? Do they call that the row now?
Roosevelt Row.
Yeah,
it's Wednesday the 29th.
I don't know. Why don't we ask Hot Rock Super Joint, the downtown man, what it's called now? You've got the hookups with Hot Rock Super Joint, the cream of the crop for downtown Phoenix. You should.
We don't call it.
Brian.
It's like Sunny Slope. You don't call it Roosevelt Row. It's like you call it the Slope or the Row. Get with it, Kyle.
My bad. I call it Row.
Yeah, Row. That's a good one too. Kind of like re.
The Row.
So get your spec game going.
But I'll be there, fucking killing it at Back to the Future trivia.
Yeah, so definitely don't go that night. You're not.
Back to the Future is awesome, man.
I think he means he's going to be there getting killed at Back to the Future trivia.
No. That is an incorrect statement, sir.
But yes, shout out to Comic Playground and Nerds with Balls and Comic Chronicles for making Free Comic Book Day fun as hell.
All those guys are awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Ken Brown, Drawn to Comics, for inviting us down there and putting on that event.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was a good time.
It was awesome.
If you guys haven't listened to the mega cast with all of us yet, it's
hectic.
It's hectic and it's an experience, but it was a lot of fun.
We're going to get the magician on here next week to guest host in.
And big shout out to Corbin and Joe for showing us that cool little bar there. And
oh yeah, off the cuff.
You guys never been there before?
No, we've never been there. And me and Matt went and hung out with them, and it was a lot of fun just bullshitting with those two dudes because that was the first time I had met them in person.
See, I live by Old Town Glendale, so I've been there a bunch of times. It's a cool joint.
Yeah.
Is it I love Super Joint?
It's not.
I got a funny story about Super Joint. I got a funny story about Super Joint. It doesn't include him being there, but I went into Bud's Glass Joint the other day to just stop by and say what's up. And they have this wall, and they have the Super Joint new times that he had to get to when we were interviewing him. And literally on the new times, the headline, it's a big picture of him, and the headline says, "Meet Hot Rock Super Joint, the fakest rapper in the world." And I didn't see that little part that said the fakest rapper in the world. And Keith goes, "Look at the headline, man. It fits him perfectly." And I was like, holy shit. Like,
wait, God, so the new times threw shade at him?
Well, I don't know if they realized they were throwing shade at him, but I mean, they put,
oh shit,
like, you know what I mean? Like maybe they thought like that was funny, but didn't realize he doesn't really smoke weed. So I don't know. He's like Arizona's Snoop Dogg. Supposedly.
He smokes the flowers, bro. I saw him.
Yeah, he does. He's a good dude.
God, now I really want to start a radio station.
Right?
I mean, as long as we can have every once in a while somebody in the background yelling at Fortnite, I'm down.
He's quiet tonight. He must be asleep.
Hey, even Noob Master 69 needs a day off, right?
Yes.
I saw it again last night, and I still cried like a little bitch.
How many times have you seen it now?
I've only seen it twice, but I wanted to go see it at Dolby.
I'm on 6.
You've seen Avengers Endgame 6 times?
I've seen it 6 times, yep.
What the fuck?
I've seen it twice in the theaters and 4 times by other means.
All right, that makes more sense.
Illegal.
No, he just happened to turn on Facebook streaming at the right time.
Nubia said you were 2 blocks away and you didn't stop in and say hi.
No. Listen, Nubia, we were walking back and I saw your bar and I fucking cursed at the gods because I realized we were so close to your bar. And
he's just keep on walking. Yeah.
Well, hold on.
He didn't stop. He was just like, he kept on going.
Hold on. At that point, we all had to shit really bad. So you're glad we didn't stop in and say hello and then leave really quick.
Want to demolish the bathroom.
Yeah. So we just, I kind of, don't want to shit anywhere else than my shitter. So I didn't stop by.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah.
You're that kind of guy that only shits at home, Brian?
Oh, yeah, man.
I have mastered holding it.
Yeah.
Prairie dogging?
I can't anymore. Now that I don't have a gallbladder, if it's going down, it's going down. Brian knows.
If it's coming out, it's coming out.
Yeah.
Matt's a professional pant shitter.
You just throw them away.
He's probably a professional close pants shitter.
I don't do in my pants. That's
if I have to, I will. You know what I mean? But
I'm not that hard. I'll go that hard.
And we've lost half of our viewers. This is the snap.
Well, I did say this, and Kyle was there to hear this. I told Keith that we got to start hanging out there more, and I even told Kyle that we got to start trying to do some of those mega casts down there. So,
yeah, I want to do more of those, man. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I only got to jump in for like 5 minutes to relieve the magician.
Maybe we'll do another one with a podcast that can actually remember our name.
That's exactly what I was just about to say, Matt.
The magician was so good, he disappeared.
Yeah,
he made Ken forget my
greatest magic trick I've ever seen.
Brian Fry.
I was sitting right next to him, dude, and he like Alakazam, and he was gone.
Well, the worst part about that is that he brought in the artist that had made this big sketch or something and raffled it off, and goes, "This is Brian. This is the guy who won it." And he goes, "Are you Brian Fry?" And I go, "No." And I'm like thinking to myself, 2 seconds before, I'm like, "Sweet, I fucking won something."
You should have been like, "Yes, I am Brian Fry today."
Yeah.
How did you know?
Yes, sir.
So I
am Brian Fry today.
It was 2 shitty things. I didn't fucking win anything, and this guy forgot my name for the 10th time.
He called you 2 different last names.
He's pretty good at that, though. I will give him credit, man. He's good. I know he gets Nubia's name wrong quite often too.
Well, it's like Joe said when we were eating. He tries to remember everybody's name, and at some point, he gets all scrambled up.
Yes. Yeah, he knows a lot of people.
Like I went in the store with Brent, and Brent introduced himself, and I referred to Brent like 6 times. And then I started talking about my other buddy Eric for 1 second, and
he called him Brian.
He called him Eric. He called Brent Eric.
So he's like Brian Fry.
He's like, "All right, Matt, we'll see you later." I was like, "All right, Ken, take it easy." He's like, "See you later, Eric." And Brent was like, "Wait, what?" But it's a good time, man. We had a good time.
I had so much fun. It was. I couldn't believe how much fun I had.
Yeah. Hopefully, you guys all got out to your local comic shop and picked up some free Comic Book Day comics. And
well, what was kind of crazy about that is me and Matt stopped by back into Drawn on our way out, and it was like, I don't know, what time was it, like 6 at that point, Matt?
Yeah, something like that.
And I didn't get any of the free comic book days, and I was kind of bummed out. So I walked back, and they had all the free comic book days still sitting there, and then they're like, just grab whatever you want. So I know 3 of the books, I realize now, weren't free comic day books, and I scored some nice.
Did it have the Renew Your Vows one in there? And
it had this one, this old school free comic book day book that a lot of people want that I didn't realize. So I took that one. And I thought all three of these books.
Brian just walked around and started taking shit off the shelves.
Yeah, I was told that these were sitting on top of the free comic book books, and I think they were. I think anything on the table he was giving away. And
he's admitting it to theft.
He's starting to.
Yeah, this was on there, so I grabbed that. It's a Spider-Woman book.
And I took this guy's car because it was there.
And I couldn't believe this was there. I thought it was just a reprint, and when I grabbed it, and it turned out to not be a reprint. This is a tough book to find, this J. Scott Campbell G.I. Joe cover. It's a B cover that they didn't print a lot of, and this is a fucking sweet book. And, it's J. Scott Campbell.
So you actually didn't get any free comic book day book.
I did. I got the Spider-Man one and the Catwoman one. So, but luckily they didn't put their stamps on the non-free comic book day books, so I can keep those ones. I don't understand why they put their stamps on them. It just ruins the book. I don't want the book if you put your stamp on it.
Yeah, I like them stamp free as well.
Yeah.
Stamp free is the way to be.
Yeah. That's the only way I can sell them is if they're stamp free. So I'm selling you free comic day books, man. Just that's the way it is,
So I went and saw M Game on Sunday.
For the first time, right?
For the first time.
Yeah, you haven't said what you thought about it until you
yeah, dude, I want to get your virgin reaction.
It was a good movie. So the people around me, so the lady in front of me and her 17 kids were doing selfies. That was awesome.
Because Kyle decided to go the day that Octomom was in the theater.
The people to the left of us talked the entire fucking movie. The people to the right of me, past my kids, talked the entire fucking movie. The people a couple seats down let their kid run up and down the aisle the entire movie. Back and forth.
What theater did you go to?
AMC Westgate.
Was it like the recliners and stuff, or did you just go to the general seating?
We thought it was the recliners, and it ended up being the general seating.
He thought it was recliners.
Yeah. Recliners. It was recliners.
If it's not one of those ones where you can reserve your seats.
We did. We reserved a seat, but they were still regular seats. And we were like, fuck. And it just, I don't know. It was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. Like, we've talked about it a bunch of times. We've kind of beat it to death. It's a good movie.
You should have super kicked the kid and been like, I will super kick a child for ruining Endgame.
I didn't agree with their rules of time travel. I didn't, but whatever. I like that they had to disprove Back to the Future to make sure that their time travel shit was real.
I don't understand. Dude, like, keep saying that. Explain that to me.
What?
Why did they ruin, like, specifically Back to the Future?
They
just mention it a lot.
It's not just Back to the Future. It's every time travel movie, because every time travel movie has the same concept.
But about 3 or 4 different points of the movie they reference Back to the Future.
Yeah, they actually said it. Yeah.
But there's a time where they list like 12 movies, one of them being Die Hard.
Right?
Do you guys want to get down a rabbit hole?
What's up?
So there's this I've thought about this way about time travel for a long time, right? And I'll explain it.
That it's not real.
Yeah. Well, I think it's real, but this is how I think it will be. And it's all based on a coast to coast.
If it's real, I'm going to appear behind you in 3, 2, 1. Fuck. All right, keep going.
So there was this reported supposedly time traveler. His name was he chose a name on the message boards he was on called John Teeter, and
John Tainter.
Teeter.
Hold on.
T-I-T-O-R.
let me stop you before you get into this. Is this going to lead me to watching some dumbass documentary again?
No,
but it have like no payoff.
Yeah. No, but this is way cooler than that documentary ever was.
About squirrels.
And so basically what this John Teeter guy said is that he had to come back to this timeline and meet up with, well, he didn't have to meet up with his family, but he, in the future, at some point in the future, we figure out a way for time travel, or at least on his timeline. And that's the whole point of this. So he kept on saying, on my timeline, this is what happened. On my timeline, this is what happened. And he explained all this shit. And he even called a lot of crazy shit that would happen. But he kept on saying, hey, this happened on my timeline, and it might not happen on yours. Like he talked about like a couple of things that happened later on that he said happened on his timeline. And the way he explained it, he says that there's infinite numbers of timelines, and all those timelines some could be just a little bit different from your timeline. For example, instead of saying now, I say it 30 seconds later. You know what I mean? And that's the only difference. And everything else is the same. But there could be also timelines that are completely different than your timeline. Is there a timeline
where Frank Caliendo gets our podcast name right?
Yes. Well, that's not a timeline. That's in a week now. You just don't know it yet, Matt. But that is how the timelines work, right? So the timelines that you go back and forth in time could be just like yours, but it's not going to be exactly like yours. Like a butterfly could flap its wings on Thursday on your timeline and do it on Wednesday on the timeline you're at. And that's why he explained it. And the reason why he talked about that is because he was literally said he was living with his 4-year-old self and his parents in this timeline. And he had already done his mission, and his mission was to go back in time and get a certain Dell computer, I think it was, that they only made a couple of, and he had
I've heard this.
Yeah, and he got that, and then when he left, people have been trying to find out who this guy was forever, and they still can't figure it out. But the shit that he talked about, like the guys who actually created that computer, said nobody would know the information that he knew, and he was correct. That computer was the only type that could do what he needed it for. And nobody would know that information except two guys. The guy that built it, or the two guys that built it. And one of the guys was still alive, and he said there's no way he could have known that information. So anyways, here's the real reason I'm talking about this. The real reason I'm talking about it is because I have the original Time Traveler's Tale available for $700 to a person who really wants to hear it.
I thought he was going to be like, and this is why I'm talking about this. And he stands up. I so thought he was going to just drop his pants. like he just stood up.
We're gonna time travel this dick.
He's like, this is
for a cheap.
He's like, that whole story just to be like, check this out, and drop his trousers.
I get all your guys' attention, and you're looking right into the screen, and I just fucking.
That's when you guys really get kicked off YouTube.
Anyways, when I was following it at the time, I was like, fuck, I got to look more into it. And so the mother, his real mother of this timeline, took all of his posts and put them into a book and published it herself and sold like 20 or 30 copies, you know? And this book right now, they're selling for $1,000 a piece. $1,000 a piece for this fucking paperback book.
Why?
Because people fucking think he's real. He's a real fucking time traveler. He released he gave like 2 or 3 pictures of his setup. And the way he explained his time travel is that there's a box that they use to make time travel. And then you have to use like a vehicle. And the vehicle he was using to move through time was literally an old Camaro or something like that. And the way he explains it,
DeLorean's a lot more stylish. The aluminum.
It literally looked like a DeLorean, bro. I tell you not. Like it was fucking crazy. And he gave like his patch on his. He's part of the time travel squad for the special forces, and he showed his patch and everything. I mean,
so he's like Cable.
Like for example, like if I read one of the questions that they asked him, here we go. Let's see. Here I'll just go to a random question. They ask him, once a mini black hole is produced, because that's what he said. He said, this was before anybody knew about CERN. This was like 10 years before CERN came out with their thing that they wanted to do. And he said that CERN on my timeline in the year 2000 or something figured out how to create mini black holes. And when they figure out to create that, that's how we know we could power the time machine, because we create a mini black hole to power the time machine. And people are like, you're so full of shit. Well, that's exactly what they used to power, the time machine at that time. And then like 10 years later, it comes CERN's like the talk of everybody saying, oh, they're doing this to make mini black holes and this and that, the God particle. So like there's all these questions in here. Let me see. I fucking moved.
What's the name of the book, dude?
It's called John Titor, Johntitor, A Time Traveler's Tale. From November 2000 to March 2001, a time traveler from the year 2036 left a tale about our future and his past that lives today in cyberspace.
That just made me think of that dude who went through that elaborate plan to spoil Endgame for someone. And Brian's just going this elaborate story just to be like, check out my schlong.
Look at this dick.
So anyways, 2003.
Show us his Thor braided pube hairs.
Yeah, this is his patch right there from his future special forces bullshit.
Dude, that looks like a amateur artist rendering of a vagina.
Yeah, dude, right? It says here we go, watch this.
What am I watching? Please don't show me anything.
well, I got a dick. Yeah, I know, right? I missed a fucking part, so I'll find it.
That's a YouTube strike.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But anyways, yeah, so this book is selling for a shit ton and I didn't know it. But anyways, this guy explained that whole time travel thing, that like that shit isn't real. You can meet yourself, you don't have to, it isn't going to fuck anything up because all the timelines are different. He said the way he explained it is that he goes, the best way to explain it, if I throw a rock and that rock lands, 2 feet from me, that timeline, that where it lands is the closest timeline to mine. But I can't control which timeline I land on. So my timeline where I land on could be a rock I threw 100 yards and it's totally different than my timeline. It's just by luck which timeline I land on. So he could have landed on a timeline that didn't have what he needed and he would have to go to another timeline. So he said he went to like 3 or 4 timelines to find what he needed, but it wasn't to find the computer. It was because he was breaking protocol and he wanted to go see his mom and dad. And what he said, and this is what he said happened on his timeline to cause everything to be the way it is that the United States gets into a civil war and we basically blow up Russia blows up one of our coasts and Omaha, Nebraska becomes our capital. And at that point, they do an EMP pulse that makes it so we can't use any of our newer electronics. And we have to go back and get the old electronics to use. That's why he's like time traveling in an old Camaro. He's trying to find a computer from the 1990, shit like that. So
I can buy that book for $210 on Amazon.
Fucking buy it, dude. Take one off the market for me.
I'll spend $200 on something else.
I just sent that to you, Matt. There's like 8 of them. Sorry, Brian.
On Amazon?
Look at past sales for it. I bet you'll find a couple $1,000 sales.
Yeah, there's one on eBay for $766.
There you go.
That's probably Brian.
Just snap away all of our listeners.
Yeah, fucking. I mean, let me go get my time machine, but
Hey guys, I'm having internet issues. If I lose you, I'll come back.
Yeah, I know. I told you I was going to do that.
Be your coast to coast esque podcast.
Yeah. I think if I were to make a time machine, I think I'd do it in a Honda Civic.
It's funny you say that. We were talking. My brother was talking, and my brother's like, we were driving by Keith's the other day, and those houses on Indian School that are like businesses now.
Uh-huh.
And I drove by one that had like a fucking super high-end Range Rover out of it. I'm like, why would you park your Range Rover in this part of the neighborhood? It's like if you were rich and living in this part of the neighborhood, would you drive a fucking high-end car?
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put mine in the back of a Lamborghini.
But I wouldn't drive a high-end car anyways.
Yesterday at work, I was parked next to a Lamborghini.
I saw that.
It's pretty.
Why would you buy? It's just.
Was it an Avengers?
They're cool, but I would never own one.
That was my car.
Yeah,
I had to park next to Kyle.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool looking.
I rented it. I spent $3,000 to rent it for an hour to take Instagram pictures.
So you could park next to me.
So I could park next to Kyle and take Instagram pictures. But speaking of time travel, back to Avengers Endgame, since we just rabbit holed there.
Good at that.
I think it's pretty funny that, you know, James Cameron, like our title says, came out and said that he hopes we all get Avengers fatigue, and then came out and congratulated the Russo brothers for passing Titanic.
You know why he did that?
Well,
because Disney owns him now. Yeah. Or Disney owns Fox now, and if he wants Avatar 2 to ever come out, since they just pushed it like 3 years, they want it to ever come out, he's got to kiss that ass.
Yep.
I don't think it will ever come out, man. If it comes out, it's gonna be completely shit. It'll be like
it's like half filmed, isn't it? Haven't they already started filming some stuff?
He started working on it, yeah, but then Disney came in and pushed it.
And where's that dude, Sam Worthington? What happened to him?
He's been filming part 2
for like 10 years.
Yeah.
He's time traveling in the back of a Volkswagen.
That's what I was going to say. He's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I might have to watch Back to the Future with my kids this weekend. They've never seen it.
What? How old are your kids?
Well, my oldest is 7, so they.
That's why.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had interest before this. But
anyways, Kyle, finish what your whole thought on time travel was that you didn't
get to talk about because I fucking took you down a rabbit hole.
It's all right. What I just didn't like is, and maybe it's right. Maybe we're just ingrained that if you alter something in the past, it has to trickle to the future. So just like the part where Captain America is like, "Peace, I'm gonna go put out all the stones back," and he doesn't come back, and then he's some old ass man sitting on a bench. How the fuck did he do that? How did he end up on that
splinter?
How did he end up on that bench?
Everyone's bringing up the question of the Soul Stone. You can't give back the Soul Stone. What did he do with the Soul Stone? So now
it's in his butt.
It's in his butt. We have Spider-Man Far From Home trailer drop coincidentally the day that the Avengers spoiler embargo is lifted. And now you have kind of what we were both kind of about what Lance and I were talking about on the Megacast is that he heard that Mysterio is going to be from another planet, and then I heard he's going to be an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Turns out he's from a different universe.
Different.
He's from a different timeline,
a different Earth.
Yeah. So now they're bringing in the multiverse. So I think that's where it's breaking off into, is that because he couldn't give back the Soul Stone, it created an alternate timeline.
So, and then DC sitting there like, shit, I knew we should have made Flashpoint.
They totally should have.
So, have you watched the Far From Home trailer, Brian?
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was really good.
It looks awesome.
It's going to be great.
And it's apparently minutes after Endgame.
Well, did you see that there's they mention Captain Britain in Endgame?
Did they? Oh, they mentioned his character, right?
If you have it on closed caption, turn it on closed captioning and watch it. When Peggy Carter's on the phone, she mentions Captain Britain by name.
Brian Braddock.
Yep. And she said something about Braddock, and then she was like, I don't care how he got his powers, whether he's struck by lightning or magical spells or anything like that. She's talking about him.
That's
so then
cool.
There's a toy that leaked for Far From Home that's Spider-Man in.
What do you mean a toy leaked?
Check it out. I'll find the pic. I posted it in our group chat.
Yeah, but did you see that their costumes aren't similar?
It is very similar to Captain Britain's.
It doesn't have the
but it's an actual toy that's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not leaked. It's just they put out a toy.
Yeah.
But it's a spoiler because it's put out before the movie, so they think you're gonna get a British Spider-Man.
Well, we know we're already getting that from the animation. We're getting all those Spider-Men because of that animation. What was that movie called? The Spider-Man?
Into the Spider-Verse?
Into the Spider-Verse, yeah. So we're getting that Captain Britain Spider-Man. If we're getting all those other characters, so I would think that we're going to get Captain Britain. I don't think we're going to get Captain Britain Spider-Man in the MCS, maybe in the animated. I just want Captain Britain. So I don't understand that Spider-Man thing.
Well, wasn't he there a British Spider-Man at one point that gets killed?
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay, so then maybe they're connecting it to Into the Spider-Verse.
That's what I think they're doing. But I don't think that the movie is about the Spider-Man Captain Britain. I think it's about the real Captain Britain. I think they're going to have actual Captain Britain.
I think that'd be cool. I'm okay with that 100%.
Fuck yeah. That's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite characters. So, I'm stoked. I hope they give us both costumes too. So,
well, I mean, I'm interested to see if so is he going to be the one that leads Marvel into the future? Is he the Iron Man? Like they keep making jokes about how he's going to be the next Iron Man or he's trying to be the next Iron Man in the film, in the trailer. You even see him wearing Tony's glasses at one point.
I bet you he gets them, and I bet you they're like, I bet you there's something cool that's going to be with him.
Yeah, he's going to what's his name's going to hand them to him and say, "Hey, Tony wanted you to wear these." And there's probably a video in it or something that he's going to watch.
I figured it was more like it was more like another, maybe like another like Jarvis type, even though he's got it in his suit, but something else that's inside those glasses.
Yeah. Well, do we all agree that he's coming back as the AI? I mean, that's I can't
Jarvis.
Yeah,
Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And they say, "Hey, we'll throw you 1% on the back end to do this."
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I don't know if
I'll take 1% on the backside to do that.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if any of you have watched that Netflix show 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, I've seen it. They cut her out of it though, didn't they?
Yeah, but she was supposed to be an older version of Morgan Stark. Like you were supposed to see the main girl. I can't think of her. Let me find out what her name is.
Yeah, she's the girl from 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah, they cut that scene.
Right. But she was supposed to be an older version. Catherine Langford. She was supposed to be an older version of Morgan Stark, and he was supposed to have a conversation with an older version of Morgan Stark that they cut out of the movie because they said after testing it didn't work.
Yeah.
And also apparently when he takes the Infinity Stones and he snaps his finger and when he says "I am Iron Man," apparently that wasn't originally what he said. Apparently he said nothing, and the editor.
Well, why would you say nothing? That's stupid.
Well,
nothing.
He didn't say anything. He had no dialogue there whatsoever. He had no dialogue, and the editor was like, "It'd be cool if he was like after Thanos' monologue, he's like, I'm Iron Man." So they brought Robert Downey Jr. in, and they had to get like a bunch of his friends to talk to him to talk him into going back and doing the reshoots just for that line.
I could have done without it.
I liked it. I thought it was a good callback to the end of Iron Man 1.
Yeah,
but
that's supposed to be like a play on Thanos always saying "I'm eternal."
Maybe, but it'll be interesting now to see if they twist it all around to make it to where now Spider-Man's going to be the main leader of things, and they're setting up like maybe a Spider-Verse movie, or they're setting up like what he said before, Secret Wars or something along those lines.
I could see Secret Wars coming.
Secret Wars would be dope.
Secret Wars
coming. Super dope.
Yeah, I could really see Secret Wars coming. I think that would be a great thing, and they're also finally really going to do the Adam Warlock stuff. It sounds like, because they're going to add him as a one of the Eternals.
Yep.
Nah.
So, do you see they casted what's that? Is it Elric? What's the leader of the Eternals name? some weird name. They cast him as the kid from Game of Thrones. The dude the dude that was not. He was a Stark that got killed at the Red Wedding. What was that dude? Robert. Thrones.
No, it wasn't. The dude that. Oh my god, I can't think of his name.
Guys, I'm back.
Yay! Welcome back.
Shit, I didn't even notice you left.
Fuck you.
I can't remember his fucking name. Anyways, he was in Beauty and the Beast, I think, or something like that too. I can't remember.
Oh, not the guy from Legion, right?
No, the guy from the Starks that got murdered. The Stark that, or the guy from Game of Thrones that got murdered at the Red Wedding.
Richard Madden.
Yeah, Madden. What was the name? What was the Stark that he played though?
I don't know.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony Stark.
Well, Angelina Jolie's cast in the Eternals.
Yeah, she's Cersei. Anyway,
that's messed up. She should have been Cersei in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right.
Kumail.
Yeah, Robert Stark. He was Robert Stark.
There
Thanks,
we go.
Jay and Tim.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this guy's cast too. Can you guys see that?
Hold on.
Kamir Nanjiani.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from The Big Sick. I love this dude.
Is he?
And he's also the new Men in Black.
I only know him from Silicon Valley.
I was about to say I know him from Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley, yeah. But The Big Sick, he directed and started it.
He wrote it too.
He wrote it too.
It's about his wife. Yeah. It's about how him and his wife met.
Fantastic movie. It hasn't announced what role he's playing.
Yeah, he plays a little alien on the chick's shoulder in the Men in Black International.
Yeah, which that looks really good actually.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. I'm glad that we got that second trailer.
Do you hear that they're playing it after Endgame now, starting this weekend?
Oh, the trailer?
Oh,
yeah. So
Matt has to go back to the movie.
After the credits, the Spider-Man. So now what they're going to do starting this weekend is before the Endgame plays, they're going to have Tom Holland come on and say, stick around. There's going to be a trailer after the credits. And then they're going into the credits. So they can't play it before the movie because it's just full of spoilers.
I think it's funny how everyone was roasting him online for giving a spoiler warning before the trailer when he's notorious for spoiling stuff.
That's why.
Yeah, what did he say?
It was ironic.
Yeah, it was very ironic.
Somebody on Twitter or something said, why does Tom Holland in Infinity War always look like he doesn't know what's going on? And Tom Holland replied, it goes, because I don't know what's going on. They literally didn't give that guy a script.
I think they don't want to give him anything because he just.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the trailer for the new Krypton movie or TV show with Lobo?
Yeah,
first season 2.
Yeah, what'd you guys think?
I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't like the first season of Krypton, so I don't care about the second season.
It was hard for me to get into it, but the second season looks pretty. It looks like it might be pretty good.
Wait, Lobo's in it?
Lobo, yeah, fuck yeah.
But isn't that before?
Yeah, but Lobo
Clark Kent is even more. Yeah, yeah. But he doesn't really have he doesn't really have like a name for himself until Superman shows up, right?
What do you mean?
I get that he's been around the whole time, but was he a prominent character up until?
Yeah, he was in Omega Men. He was originally. I mean, that Omega Men comic was. I mean, he wasn't a prominent character until he became the Lobo we all know. But he was he was in Omega Men, I don't know, 6 issues of Omega Men, and he didn't become the Lobo we know until Justice League, I think it was, where that famous cover where he's holding Guy Gardner, and he's about to beat his ass, and then the next cover to the following issue is Guy Gardner holding him. That's where Lobo. That's the first appearance of the Lobo we all love. But he's been around. I mean, they've already said they're bringing him into the movies, so I'm cool with that.
Did you say that Idris Elba, they're saying he's playing Deathstroke?
I'm cool with that. But I thought Idris Elba was already playing.
No, Idris Elba was playing Deadshot, bro.
Yeah, he's playing.
No, that got debunked.
No, No, he's not going to be Deathstroke.
Why would they not use Joe Manganiello? He was perfect.
Yeah, I thought so too. But no, when
the only thing
Idris Elba first got cast, everybody was saying he was going to be Deadshot, and it turns out that he's not. He's going to.
Why would they? That would be stupid to have Deathstroke be in the Suicide Squad. It makes no sense.
But it's true. He's saying that he's telling the truth. Idris Elba.
No, I'm not calling him a fucking liar. I'm just
I know that's fucking crazy, though. I agree. It's stupid.
Well, I'm just kind of upset. We're never going to see Joe. Like, we get that tease at the end of the movie, and then nothing.
Yeah.
You still might see him in the Batman prequel or the next Batman movie
without Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
but why would he be a black dude in one and a white dude in the other?
No, because they're not going to change him.
Who? Idris Elba?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So if Idris Elba is going to be Deathstroke in Suicide Squad, they're going to have Joe Magically. How do you say his last name? I can't say it.
Manganiello.
Be Deathstroke in the Batman movie.
I don't think the Batman is going to connect to this universe. I think DC's done trying to connect their movies. I think you're going to get all standalone movies.
See, that's just
not a bad idea.
That's why Suicide Squad isn't Suicide Squad 2. They're rebooting it.
So that's fucking bullshit.
But they're still going to push forward with Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Shazam.
Yeah. I mean, they might as well.
And those are all connected. Like, it's too confusing, dude. Some standalone stuff. Like, look how pissed we all are all the time when the Netflix shows don't go into the MCU. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I'm glad they don't.
Love the meme of all of them standing in the elevator and they're like,
waiting for the portal opening.
Yeah, the portal's gonna open any minute now, and it never does. Oh, dude.
Dude, so Howard the Duck is in Endgame, right?
Yeah.
And I still couldn't see him.
He's at the very end, man, in the giant battle.
I'm like watching, and like I never saw him. I got to watch it again.
The very
get my binoculars out. But yeah, dude. So the Far From Home, dude, looks awesome. Like, apparently some of the students are going to be grown up and some of them not, obviously, because 5 years has passed for some and not for others.
Right.
Yeah, that's weird.
That was one of my bitches about Endgame too.
What?
Motherfuckers are all still in high school.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, those are the ones that didn't progress. Like, but there's some that grew up.
Slow learners.
There's some that grew up, so I'm wondering if that has.
You don't age when you don't technically age when you're dead, so they come back 5 years.
All of his friends fucking. There's got to be one dude that gets to buy him beer because he's fucking 20.
There is, and they're gonna touch on. They've already said they're gonna touch on that in the movie. You'll see, like, some of the students will be older, and they're having to deal with that. It's just a
quaky dink that like his main core of friends, they all disappeared.
Well, I mean,
no, what's his name?
I mean, the odds are pretty good if you think about it. It's 50%.
That means half of us would be gone.
20% of people, but it's 50%, and he has
Kyle's
like 5 friends.
Kyle just says Facebook said I lived through Thanos' snap, so
yeah,
it doesn't work like that.
And Aunt May obviously got snapped too because she didn't look a day over what she did in the first movie in the funeral scene.
I think if there was a snap, it'd be Lance and Matt that disappeared.
Marissa Tomei is gonna be so hot till the day she dies. So,
oh, dude,
she's gonna be like Betty White.
That's Matt's wet dream, Betty White.
Right?
I would still take a pass at Betty White.
I thought she dead already, man.
No.
Kyle's wet dream is Henry Winkler.
Yes, sir. only when he's jumping the shark.
It's Henry Winkler spraying him with a sprinkler.
And a tattoo on his taint.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. There you go. In the chat, they said, think about Hawkeye. 4 out of 5 in his family.
Right? That's bullshit. It should have been 2, and you should have a pair of legs laying there.
I wish they would have worked it in, like when he did that snap, that like something would have worked it into like importance of people. Like,
Your mom was so fatty she had to snap twice.
Like, you know, all those shows where like Earth is dying and they're sending everybody to Mars, and it's only like the upper echelon, like people that actually pay like a role in society, like a pivotal role. Like, what if they like snapped and all the doctors are gone? Like,
I think they're gonna ride the wave of
America. You have Captain America sitting in.
They're gonna ride the wave of the snap for years to come. I think like it's gonna be a driving force because you have unanswered questions of exactly what did Hulk's snap do, what did Tony's snap do, and how did those things fuck with stuff, you know?
And I think that Spider-Man's going to answer some of those questions, but I don't know. I was listening to you guys because I still had the internet on my phone when my internet crashed, but you guys were talking about you're thinking Secret Wars is coming up next.
Yeah, I think Secret Wars will be the third Spider-Man movie.
Yep.
Oh, look, Little Mac 84 likes my shirt.
Boycott the podcast.
I have a cooler shirt.
Dude, there's no cooler shirt than this podcast shirt.
It's true. It's a pretty sweet shirt.
I don't know. I got a couple sweet ones, man.
I think it'd be sweeter with black, with everything in white.
We're going to do black with it in gold.
That'd look cool, too.
Whatever, Matt. Don't be a hater.
I'm not a hater. I just crush a lot.
Oh, that was fucking good. I fucking like that. Hell yeah. Matt fucking totally redeems himself.
There you go.
Do you guys get that? You guys
what?
Didn't you guys didn't?
No, I didn't hear it. I think my internet went out again. Fucking shit, dude. I hate living out here.
I said I'm not a. Kyle called me a hater. I said I'm not a hater. I just crush a lot.
Fucking pulling big pump fucking bars out of his ass. Old school. What else news? Is there any other big news this week? I didn't even see. I was too busy sleeping.
Yeah, right.
Lucifer dropped.
That was a good show, and if they keep it the same way it was, it'll continue to be a good show.
It's almost identical to the way it was. It's just shorter season, so a lot more happens in one episode.
Very cool. Yeah, I'll check it out.
But I love that show. Huh? Netflix,
yeah.
Yeah, I love that show.
It's on Netflix?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Fourth season just dropped on Friday.
Yeah, they did a really good job with that. I'm glad they kept it. More people needed to see it.
It was actually one of the cooler. I mean, it had the cheesy buddy cop theme to it.
Yeah.
But having the devil aspect, it made it actually kind of cool. Like it, because
it reminds me more of Constantine than it does of Lucifer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Except he's more polished. Like, he doesn't have this devil may care type attitude.
Yeah, but it reminds me of like because Constantine will team up with somebody a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to break his cases. So that's what it felt like. It felt like it should be a constant. It could be the exact same thing for Constantine. But
which I'm still pissed about Constantine, dude. That was a good show.
They're bringing that back.
Well, he's on Legends of Tomorrow now, and like, are they going to cancel that and bring back Constantine?
No, supposedly there's rumors that he's going to have his own show on DC streaming.
The DC streaming service is dying.
Is it?
From the sounds of it, it's going to die.
The animated Constantine things where he voiced them were pretty good.
Why
was it called? City of Angels or something?
Look, unless they're going to give us a Justice League Dark, I don't give a shit about Constantine.
Well, I was bummed when I heard they canceled Swamp Thing. I think Swamp Thing's the most underrated character in comics.
Well, they didn't cancel it. They shortened
did they cancel it, or they sent everybody home and then a trailer dropped 2 days later?
They shortened the season. It was supposed to be 13 episodes, I think, and it's only going to be 10. And
they redid I think they redid the last one and worked and like tied all the loose ends up.
Yeah, they're not sure what's going on with it. So
it might not continue into season 2. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Like Kyle was saying, they rewrote the last episode to be a series/season finale.
That's stupid.
You see Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was on tonight?
What?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was on tonight.
Man.
Dude, that show's been really good the last 2 seasons.
Ghost Rider. I tried watching it from the beginning, like when it first was on.
Sucked. It was awful.
It sucked.
The Ghost Rider season, that was good.
Well, now he's getting a spinoff on Hulu.
Yeah, and that's very cool because they need to do the fucking Midnight Suns arc.
Did they confirm what Ghost Rider is going to be?
It's
the same one.
Yeah. It's going to be Deadpool.
The kid.
What's his name? Robbie Reyes?
Yeah, Robbie Reyes.
Yeah.
It's going to be Deadpool.
Yeah, it's the same actor and everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Let's talk about go ahead, Lance.
When they announced it wasn't going to be Johnny Blaze, I was pissed.
Why? Johnny Blaze isn't a very good character.
Well, because it's the only one that I love Ghost Rider, but it was the only one that I have a lot of knowledge about. And then they announced this one that I didn't know anything about. But
Johnny Blaze is kind of one-dimensional. I think that Reyes kid you could tell more stories with him.
Oh, I think I'm starting to like him more.
Ooh, I've got that run of Ghost Rider, the comics.
That issue 1 is going for like $40 a book or $30 a book.
I got a few of them.
Brian, is your brother a time traveler? How's he in the chat and then walking in your house at the same time?
I don't see anybody.
I just picked this up. What do you guys think? You see it?
Oh yeah, the Marvel Legends.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I love it, dude.
Did you get it in store or did you buy it on eBay?
I bought it on Walmart for $30 just a month ago.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, but they're selling them on eBay for $60, $70, and it was just sitting there at Walmart.com. And I picked it up.
What did you guys think of the Watchmen trailer?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I didn't watch it. I didn't know it dropped.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Why not, Brian?
Didn't like it, man. I don't like the Rorschach characters, like them being like a Joker clan in Batman Beyond type thing.
I think it's going to take place after all the events of the comic because it doesn't seem to have anything to do with the comic.
I agree. It's going to take place now, real time, like where all that stuff happened back in the 80s.
And it's going to be like it seems like they're like the followers of Rorschach.
Yes, that's exactly what they are. Kind of like Batman Beyond when you had the Joker gang, right? So I don't know. It didn't look that good, man. I don't know. I like Don Johnson. His character looked a little cheesy. The character that what's her name plays, she's a great actress, but I don't know about that character. And I'm like Matt. I got so much invested in the original characters that maybe that's why I was really looking forward to seeing like a redo on the original one.
I don't think they could. The movie's so good. I don't think
the movie is good, but I think they could have done it. They could, because you could do each issue as its own episode. You know what I mean? You could really flesh it out. I agree with you, Matt, though.
Until you get to the point where
even though they changed the ending.
Yeah, I don't care.
They have to change the ending. The original ending isn't that good.
A giant octopus attacking the city is fucking stupid.
Yeah. The ending, Watchmen movie is my second favorite all-time favorite comic movie. Second or third. It goes in it's either Watchmen or Sin City.
Like, I love Alan Moore, but you got to wonder like what hit acid or what he smoked finishing that book to just have a giant octopus attacking a city.
Dude, that motherfucker has seances to Aleister Crowley, 2 times a week in his basement. That dude is wicked out of his mind. So I definitely think he was on acid when he decided that.
Nubia says you're drunk, Kyle.
No, I'm not. She's tripping. All I've had is this one Ace pineapple craft beer and a Deschutes Black Porter beer. So no, that is an incorrect statement, ma'am.
What did
I got to tour a brewery yesterday? It was awesome. Have you heard of the Shop Beer Company?
No.
So they're the 31st best brewery in the country, and they're right there in Tempe.
We're 31. We're 31.
Well, considering they've only been out for a couple years and they're already 31, but it was pretty cool. Like I've never been in a brewery and just seeing all that, like the vats and pouring hot. So they have this beer that's pretty popular called Church Music.
That's a cool fucking name.
Yeah, that people, they can't keep it on the shelves, dude.
Dude, I went one of my best friends' bachelor party, or he instead of do a bachelor party, he wanted to go do a huge brewery crawl in San Diego.
Yeah.
So I did that. I went to like 9 breweries in like 4 days. I did not enjoy a single fucking second of it. That was so damn boring. I don't know how you guys enjoy walking around looking at.
Were you drinking?
Well, I went to one. I wouldn't want to go to one for 4 days. Like that would suck.
I wouldn't want to go to one in general.
Walking around and oh my god, this is amazing. Let me try 10 different beers, and like I would drink like a couple of them. And they would all taste like shit. I'd be like, just fucking give me a Heineken.
Brian's like, give me a squirt.
Yeah. Well,
you guys got squirt? Give me a squirt.
I don't know.
My dad drinks squirt.
I had more fun hanging out with them, outside of the brewery than I did at the brewery.
Brian's a recovering.
No, it was just cool. Like it's not. I don't drink beer, but like it was cool to see.
Oh, okay.
What goes into it? Like
most of my buddies,
I don't need to go to a million of them.
Like literally, like going and like you said, looking at the vats and like where they get their this and that, and I'm like, this ain't fucking. I'd rather just be sitting at a table bullshitting than looking at this stuff. But I guess that's what people that microbrew and stuff, they're all into.
Well,
that.
Craft beer is like the big hipster thing now. Like
we went to one thing that was cool. We went to one brewery and the whole inside of the brewery was wallpapered in comics. This massive fucking room. All the every inch of the place was wallpapered in comic pages.
There's a comic book themed restaurant opening up here this year.
Really?
Yeah. I want to say it's in Tempe somewhere. Let me look it up. It was in the news a while ago. Let's see. Restaurant.
Motherfuckers.
Desert Ridge.
Oh, right. That's right up the street. It's not too far. That's cool.
Oh, I remember that. A bunch of people tagged me in it.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
It's called Comic X. A comic book themed restaurant will open at Desert Ridge Marketplace in Phoenix. The family-friendly restaurant and bar will be the first U.S. location of a Mexican-based chain.
So we're going to get the Superman.
Probably.
Are you guys gonna go see that James Gunn Superman, but not Superman? What's it called?
Brightburn. Brightburn. I think it looks like shit.
I think it looked good.
I think
it looks awesome.
Watching the trailers,
I'm intrigued.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm about where Kyle is.
Yeah,
it just looks like something that could be good, could be terrible.
Yeah, it looks.
Well, I was excited for New Mutants for the same reason. It was like a horror.
I was really excited for New Mutants.
That movie's never coming out. Just get over it. It's just gonna keep getting pushed and pushed until you fucking forget about it.
And then it'll be like Gambit.
February now. Gambit's gone.
Gone.
I heard the opposite. I heard that Disney is fast tracking it.
Nope, they pushed it again.
It got announced yesterday when 2 days ago, I think, Matt, right?
Yeah.
They announced their whole release schedule.
They pushed it and they have like
August, but now it's coming out in February, I think.
Well, February 2020.
Next year, yeah.
Sorry, no, or 2021 or something like that. Like they pushed it a significant amount of time, and then they've got like 9 unnamed Marvel movies coming out, and that was not one of them. So there's 9 more Marvel movies in the works, but that movie got it's 8 or 9, something like that. But I know they pushed New Mutants again until it was like
so. Now Nerdist came out, and not to plug another podcast, but they came out with an article. I'm just looking it up right now. It says, "Could New Mutants introduce the X-Men into the MCU?"
No, because it was part of Fox.
But why would they release it that late?
The movie's already made. They might as well put it out and get money for it. Like that's
so put it out now. What's the point of pushing it? Like, what?
There were so many issues with it though too. Like, I guess they had to do a bunch of reshoots on it. Like, there's been issues with that movie because it was shelved before Disney even bought Fox.
So did you guys hear what that Simon Kilberg, the producer, said about Gambit though?
What?
He made a quote. He said, "All the movies at Fox are being evaluated. I love the idea of Channing playing Gambit. I think that we have a great script for it, and I think that it's a role he was born to play. It's a character I grew up loving, and I know the fans love. So I hope it will happen."
It's not. Disney's not.
I agree with Matt. I think
Disney doesn't want Channing Tatum in that role. You remember when Channing Tatum got cast in that? It was a laughing stock.
Yeah.
Even though I think he kind of has like I saw a fan rendering of him with the black things on his face, like the mask or whatever he wears, and it looked pretty cool. But the guy can't act his way out of a paper bag, dude.
Kevin Feige do the X-Men correct. So I know people like these X-Men movies. But I'm here to tell you, Kevin Feige is gonna fucking destroy that movie in the good. That's the X-Men in a good way. Like,
and it's awesome that Ryan Reynolds.
Well, he is Deadpool. You can't cast anyone else as Deadpool. Like, there's no one that's even gonna come close to playing Deadpool as him.
I could.
So do you think that they're going to have him break the fourth wall and his first two movies aren't going to be part of canon, or like using this multiverse thing and he's going to come out? Like, how do you think they're going to do that? Are they going to recast anybody else that's been in that movie, or is
I think they're gonna act like those two movies never even fucking happened.
No.
Just bring Ryan Reynolds in.
I think those movies saved Marvel.
What?
Yeah.
What? No.
Fox, you mean?
They had nothing to do with those movies.
Yeah, you're right. That was.
I
will say this:
they might not have credibility to Fox, and they came out.
But it might have had nothing to do with them, but it definitely made more people fans of the genre that would have never been part of the genre.
The only thing that was the appeal of Deadpool is that people were waiting for an R-rated comic book movie, and that's what they got. Like,
the majority of the people I know that really love those movies were not comic book people or nowhere near it to begin with.
I'm not a Deadpool fan, but like they give you the New Mutants 98 like more serious, not over the top, stupid chimichanga this, stupid chimichanga that. Deadpool.
I'm talking about Jose like that.
Yeah, right. He's the more like, yeah, it's not the over the top ridiculous Deadpool like we have in comics right now. So
yeah, where he's like flamboyant almost.
Yeah.
I don't. But what are they going to do with the Cable situation? Like, if they do use those two movies in canon, is Josh Brolin going to still play Thanos and Cable?
Well, Thanos is dead, so why not?
I understand that, but I mean,
I think it's fine because he's just voicing Cable, or he's just voicing Thanos, and I think it's fine.
It's Matt approved.
It's Matt approved. That's right.
Well,
what
seals it then.
What does my retirement shirt say over my head, Kyle? Absolute Geek Podcast approved. I approved it.
It's approved.
Oh, that's cool. You got that framed? That's awesome.
Is that the original print?
No, it's a different shirt. Yeah, it was Kellen's original shirt.
Do you have the original print for that?
Yeah.
You should frame that shit.
I thought a cool T-shirt would be better.
Yeah. Cool.
You have the actual screen print to that?
Not the screen print. I have the original like print that Jose made on the computer. Yeah, the original file.
Jose made that?
Yeah.
Fucking great fucking logo.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I wore that shirt.
I saw it on Monday on Flipside. I saw it.
I did. I wore it on Flipside, but
they let you wear it.
What do you mean?
I'm
Get the fuck out of here. I wore it again the other day, and we were hanging out in downtown all day, and like 4 or 5 people came up to me and said something about it. It was a conversation starter. Like, people were like, 3 of them came up and said, "Oh, I really like your shirt." And I'd be like, "Did you see what it said?" Because they just know it as the comic code. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really made me realize that I should have been wearing it out more. All those shirts, they're great conversation starter. So if you guys ever going to start a podcast, buy a couple shirts and give them away.
Buy a couple of our shirts.
I'm talking to our shirt guy right now about getting my buddy who I sent a shirt to in Michigan. He wants the Rob Liefeld shirt that I made, the Rob Liefeld, the Black by Liefeld shirt. Yes. He wants it as a shirt. So I've been talking to Jay about doing it.
Yeah, you have to, man. That's that's another great one. I don't think
you talking about the one where don't you have something where it says he hates you or something?
It's like a silhouette of him, like it's a drawn photo or like portrait of him, and then over his eyes it's got a black bar that says Absolute Geek Podcast, and the bottom of it says # blocked by Liefeld.
Fucking awesome.
I think all of our shirts should say that.
Blocked by Liefeld.
Like just little part in the corner.
Like on the sleeve.
Yep. Yeah. On the sleeve or on the back of the or even underneath the collar.
Side of the sleeve. So like you only know if it's there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We're so big we need to put hidden shit to make sure someone's not bootlegging our shirts.
No, it's not because bootlegging. It's just
if your shirt doesn't have Blocked by Liefeld inside the sleeve, you're a bootlegger.
Not on all of them.
You bootlegging that shit.
So when we become a big company, that's what our label will be.
Yeah, when we start our pirate radio show,
it'll be our LLC will be Blocked by Liefeld.
Yeah,
wasn't KWSS pirated for a while?
Dude, that's what we should do. Like, seriously, no joke. That's what we should do. We should start a private radio company, and we know that Lance knows, and Jay from Audio Ammunition, and even Brian. You guys get all this access to all these fucking bands. Just play nothing but like underground, unknown bands on this radio station, and just have fucking a morning show, an afternoon show, an evening show.
Don't you have to put in some money to get the broadcast tower?
That's why it's called pirate radio, Brian.
That's why the FCC shows up, and that's why you end up on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
That's right.
Wasn't there a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pirate radio movie?
The only movie I remember was with Christian Bale. What was that? Or not Christian Bale, Christian Slater. Remember that movie?
It's not that one. Pirate radio had Nick Frost in it.
He chewed blackjack gum.
Is it pirate radio though? If it's an internet radio station?
No, pirate radio.
People do internet radio stations all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could do it as an internet radio station.
No.
Yeah.
When I think of pirate radio, I think of like the real pirate radio where people are actually stealing broadcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like the pirate radio movie. It's a true story with Nick Frost, and basically the BBC or something like that was controlling all the media. So they have a boat that's just off the coast in international waters, and their signal went into Britain, and people were listening to it.
Brian, you're talking about Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah, Pump Up the Volume was a great fucking movie, man. Old school.
Look at Tim. Fire in the chat.
God, just if he wasn't mute in real life.
I know.
Pirate Radio is a pretty good movie, though.
It is a good movie.
I don't remember Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah, you can't be on the podcast, bro. You got to go.
Fire in the chat. Can't buy a personality on the screen.
Damn.
I'm just kidding, Tim. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, dude. Let's start internet radio.
I'm totally down. We'll have do a morning show, an afternoon show, and an evening show. There you go. Can run podcasts at night. You can just talk about music.
Podcast can be the new Stern.
Podcast can be that's the drive home. So we'll be the morning. Couch Crunchers will be midday, and then podcast will be your drive home.
You know what? Holy shit! I'm just now reading the chat from the last couple minutes, and the one where if the snap killed off half of all life, shouldn't trees and plants be dead too?
Yeah,
that's why Paul Rudd was all because he saw it went once it was done. There's all the birds and stuff were back after Hulk did it.
That's the same time I commented that your brother just posted that, and then he walked in the door.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. That's a great point, though. I didn't think about that.
Half of everything.
That lessens my chance to get a girlfriend then, because you already wiped out 50% of the population.
Yeah.
I'm really fucked now.
I'm cool. I survived the snap.
I didn't.
Wasn't there a Google thing you put your name in and figure out if you died in the snap?
Yeah, I totally died.
You did?
Yeah, I totally died.
I didn't do that.
I screenshotted it and sent it that I was spared.
That was real?
Yeah.
Damn.
You just went on and
so because I don't remember it, does that mean I was one of the people that came back?
Yep, you were snapped. Bye, Brian.
Oh. I saved 4 years. So
that means they snapped away all of your precious herb too, Brian.
Just half of it.
Just half of it.
Just the hemp half.
Okay, so the quiz I'm taking right now says, which Infinity Stone would you most like to have access to? So I put the Time Stone. And then it asks, which Disney character would you choose to join the Avengers? Here are my choices. Queen Elsa, Hercules, the Genie, Sorcerer Mickey, Elastigirl, or Stitch.
Sorcerer Mickey.
Sorcerer Mickey? I was thinking Elastigirl, man. It's the closest I'll get to Mr. Fantastic.
Sorcerer Mickey's pretty badass.
He is cool. Yeah, he can make brooms clean on their own.
He's a little mischievous.
I decided to leave the stream, I guess.
I didn't know you were gone.
No? Okay, cool.
Which word would your closest friends use to describe you? Caring, loyal, creative, funny, kind, or successful?
I don't think I'd be described as any of those.
I was about to say, fuck.
Where's asshole?
Yeah, they should let you just type in your own stuff.
Should be real.
Which MCU dynamic duo is your favorite? Hope and Scott, Thor and Loki, Steve and Bucky, the Science Bros. Hulk and
this. I don't remember this quiz being this fucking long.
It wasn't. You just went on and it told you instantly.
Yeah.
Like
send me that link because this is bullshit.
I think Lance.
I don't understand what this has to do anything.
I think Lance is into some bullshit right now.
I think it was
BuzzFeed.
That's where you went wrong, is by going into BuzzFeed.
Is it? What was it? Did I survive Thanos?
That's what I looked up in Google.
I'm looking for it now.
Hey, Matt, do you still read the Power Rangers books?
No.
Did you read up through that shattered?
Oh no, it's right here. It's did Thanos kill you?
Gizmodo? Did Thanos kill .me?
No.
Did
Here,
Thanos...
Lance, I just sent it to you.
Hey, I was spared. So fuck you guys. I live.
See, it even says it right here. I was spared by Thanos. For homies.
And it happened and we were all spared.
So it looks like it's me and Lance that survived the snap, and you assholes disappeared, suckers.
Suckers.
Dude. Tim says Lance was accidentally playing the MCU version of Farmville. No, Brian. I stopped reading after Lord Dagon came in. So after they did the whole dimensional shift with the Green Ranger being evil, like if he never lost his powers and he combined him and the White Ranger's powers together and he became evil. Like that's after that arc is where I stopped.
But you have that arc?
Yeah.
So supposedly that arc is going to be a book to look out for, because that's supposed to be a really good character.
Yeah, Lord Dagon. Yeah, I have his first appearance.
Well, that shattered, what do they call it? Shattered Grid? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's supposedly pretty good.
That's what I hear too. And I hear the new issues that are coming out are actually pretty good.
Looks like I'm about to go to my wife's work. If she's able to be in chat this whole time, that means it ain't busy, so I can go there and drink.
So let's continue this podcast at your wife's work.
Right? I'll see you guys in 20 minutes.
Why do you need to go there to drink when you're already drinking at home, Kyle?
Because I already drank all of her ciders, and now I need to move on to the hard stuff. Now I'm all warmed up and primed.
What's up?
You going to Blink 182 and Lil Wayne?
No, and I would never go see Blink 182 without.
They're fucking garbage.
Even though it's Matt Skiba, and I'm a huge fan of Alkaline Trio. I don't like Blink with Skiba. Matter of fact, I'll go.
I love California.
I'll go as far as saying that I don't like Blink at all, other than the songs they wrote for their self-titled. I think that's one of the greatest albums ever written, and it's so different from anything they've ever done. And I mean, they're cool guys. I just
you hang out with them.
They finally got to the point where they're putting out really good music, like not just funny music. You know what I mean? Like really fucking good music. They were writing really good stuff. That whole album, the first single they released for that album was the worst song on the album.
Feeling This?
Yeah. That was
the
worst song on
the album. That they wrote that in separate rooms?
Yeah.
Like, didn't tell each other what they were writing about. They went into separate rooms, wrote a song, and then mashed them together. It sounds like the most asinine way.
That's how some of the best bands do it. Tool, Maynard's never there for the music. Never. They send him the done music. He writes all his vocals down, and that, by the way, that's coming out May 19th.
Well, that's different. Like, so when I was in a band, we would all jam together, and then I would go off in a room and write vocals, right?
Uh-huh.
But they were writing two separate vocal parts,
and they would just chose the best ones,
and then mashed it together.
Yeah. So
it's two separate songs mashed together.
I love.
Yeah, but you don't think that they were like that, like say Tom wrote a badass guitar part, just recorded the guitar part, and then Tom went in there, wrote the bass line. You think that they already had two guitar parts, two bass lines already written? And I mean, is that what you're saying? Like, I don't understand that.
No, they were in a room together and wrote the music, and then Mark and Tom went in different rooms and wrote lyrics.
Oh,
and then mashed the lyrics together.
Oh,
so that song means nothing.
That's badass. That's
but it has no cohesiveness. It means nothing.
Yeah,
that's why it sounds like two dueling songs. Like,
I love that.
It's a cool idea, but at the same time, it means nothing. Like, I'm not a big fan of music that doesn't mean anything.
I think that that album was the perfect mesh of the Cure sound with hip hop. I think that album was the perfect mesh of the Cure sound with hip hop, because
they even had Robert Smith on it.
Well, that's my favorite song on the album, and that is one of the greatest songs ever written, in my opinion. But that whole album, even just not that song, sounds like a Cure album.
Yeah, but they put that stupid rap interlude thing in the middle.
I love that.
I hated it. I hated it.
Do you like DJ? God damn it,
Jazzy Jeff.
What's love Jazzy Jeff, dude?
Oh fuck, I can't remember his fucking name. Super famous, and that's all he does. He's just a badass DJ that just puts a bunch of different music together. That's what that interlude sounded like to me.
I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
I like a little bit of Steve. What's his name? He did a mashup with them. Steve.
I love
DJ Shadow. You ever listen to
DJ
Shadow?
I like Blink, but I'll never see him without Tom DeLonge.
Yeah, I'm
Steve Aoki.
I'm more excited to possibly go see Angels and Airwaves in concert than I am Blink right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. Have you ever seen Blink with Tom?
Yes.
So I saw them after they got back together, and Tom Like, not the same. It's just not like Tom. You can tell he's just not into it, and his voice is garbage now. Like Angels and Airwaves, there's a lot of computer work done to make his voice sound that way. Like he's hot garbage.
What's that?
You know why?
He's a fantastic songwriter, in my opinion. Like I think he's a really good songwriter. He just can't sing anymore. You can even hear it when he's speaking. Like his voice is gone when he's just speaking. He just can't do it.
Well, I think that one of the reasons that I really like that album also is because I think, and I'll say, I hate to bring up The Cure again, but my favorite thing about like those type of bands is that they just jam. And there's a lot of time that doesn't have any vocals at all. And where they're just jamming, I think that's some of the best parts of
Oh, yeah. That album's fantastic. One of those songs, I can't remember which one I played at my wedding. Like, my wife and I danced to it. It was a good song, or it's a good album in general. But Neighborhoods and all those aren't bad either. They just sound different. I liked California, but I like Matt Skiba. So Alkaline Trio's new album's really.
How much do you think the '90s like teen movie boom? I think it really helped them with their career.
Oh, they got big from Can't Hardly Wait.
Well, and they were in every American Pie movie.
Yeah, but Can't Hardly Wait was even, or no, not. Why am I saying Can't Hardly Wait? They got big from the first American Pie movie. That's what I meant to say.
Well, they were actually they were actually in the first one.
Yeah,
but their music
when they got big.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, the beginning of I think 3 or so, American Pie 3 or something like that is like the Universal logos playing to their song.
All right, so we need to change topic because Kyle's like dying back there. He's pulling Jose and falling asleep.
Blink-182 is garbage. They've always been garbage.
You listen to trash bands, so would you just be quiet, all right?
What did you just go to? What band did you just go to that you were boasting about?
Slayer?
Didn't you go to Limp Bizkit?
Yes, he
Was
did.
that you?
You're fucking right. He did. Kyle,
yeah, hot garbage indeed.
Yeah, Kyle's opinion on music is null and void on this show, gentlemen. He likes.
But here's the thing I will say:
him in concert.
Wes Borland is one of the greatest guitar players to ever live.
You can't even say that. He's too tainted with Fred Durst bullshit.
Oh, that's true. Limp Bizkit sucks, but if you go listen to Wes Borland's
project
solo stuff, he's very talented. But I play guitars like he's weird.
Mike Patton.
Every time he bragged about going to UFest, it was, "Oh, my kid really wants to see Killswitch Engage," but Limp Bizkit, fucking, and you like Ghost.
Well, that might totally redeem you, dude. You know what, man? You can talk about music, and maybe Matt can't talk about music.
Ghost is trash. Get out of here.
Crazy, bro. That band is genius.
Ghost is nothing but a band for middle-aged electricians.
No, they're not. They're fucking. I don't work. So what do you call those people?
You're
homeless,
a bum.
You're sitting in a home. You're literally in a home right now.
Yeah. Bums.
I'm going
Ghost
to
is a band for middle-aged couch bums.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Rockstar.
Nothing but podcast.
Yeah, professional podcasters.
Yeah, professional podcasters.
Lance, I put a link in the chat on the side of the Hangouts. Go to that link and listen to that whole album.
I don't care. I just like giving Kyle a hard time about Ghost. I personally think mainstream music is complete trash right now anyway.
That's why you should like Ghost. It's all a joke. It's all a complete joke on mainstream music. There's only one guy who writes the music. That's a lead singer. All those other guys are paid actors. The whole thing is a big joke. And it's
everything on the radio right now is a complete butthole.
I agree.
Parkway Drive. Now that's a band.
Yeah, my buddies.
Dude, those motherfuckers.
You guys don't like
awesome.
Oakley?
Yeah.
Oakley Dokley.
Yeah, actually, they're pretty badass.
They are pretty bad.
Yeah. Aren't they local? Those guys were
they are from Phoenix.
Yeah, those guys were in another band. What was the other band they were in? Those guys were in a really good band. Fuck.
White. Well, their song "White Wine Spritzer" was at the in the end credits of a Simpsons episode a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I think they call themselves not as fast as Bartcore and a little cleaner than Krusty Punk.
Kyle, didn't we have a discussion before that we were never to talk about music on the show again?
Yeah.
Sorry. Brian and I usually go off on a tangent.
The only thing I'll say about Blink-182 is they had probably the best, one of their records, it was the best name for a record.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Best. That's the best album name ever. Next to it, just like I still think the greatest band name is Bare Naked Ladies. Because can you imagine walking down the street and they're just a band? There's a sign that says tonight, one night only, Bare Naked Ladies. Nope, that's a bunch of dudes.
Am I having deja vu, or did we have this conversation before?
Yeah, we had it at Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about it.
Yeah,
because it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. And I said free wings. I can't find out if they were another band.
But
but if you guys, there was another new show that I
talked about. I talked about Bare Naked Ladies in a different timeline.
Yeah, that was pre-snap.
Yeah.
I saw the preview for that TV show that the girl that's playing MJ is going to be in on HBO. That looks pretty good.
It looks really good. I want to see it.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right, Matt? They show it before Game of Thrones. Show a trailer for it before Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I got to bring up Game of Thrones real quick, Matt.
I meant to bring that up before.
I got a prediction.
Let's hear it.
I think Daenerys is going to die this next episode.
Do you think so?
I have a feeling that she's going to die, and that's and Cersei's going to use her to pull Jon in to try and fight.
I think she dies in the 7th episode. I think she dies in the last episode, and Jon kills her.
See, I think that Jaime's going to kill Cersei, but I think Cersei kills Dany because Dany's going to be all angry and head in, and try and do something, and that's what she's probably going to use her, and she did with Dany with Missandei. I think that she's going to try and do that with Jon, because it's going to throw her off her game.
Why they all drink coffee?
I think Arya is going to kill Cersei wearing Jaime's face.
That would be cool.
Because I think that the Hound, Arya, and Jaime are all going to sneak into King's Landing since they're out on their own. You're going to get a Hound versus Mountain fight.
Oh, yeah.
Round 2.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what the fuck they call it. The something bowl. I can't remember. The what?
Clegane Bowl.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl.
You're gonna see that fight.
I think that Mountain kills Arya.
If you want some interesting spoilers, go look them out. They're out there.
For what?
For the final 2 episodes of Game of Thrones.
Bullshit.
I'm not even fucking joking with you.
Did you read them?
I did read them.
Oh, you fucking suck.
I'm not giving you anything from them though.
Okay,
but
good.
I did read them.
So they upped it now. They say Starbucks got $11 million worth of free advertising because of that stupid cup.
They already removed it. They went back and digitally removed it.
You can't remove it from right here.
Yeah.
No, but still. Yeah, they still removed it.
But we all seen it with it.
Well, the best part is what you told me, Kyle, that it wasn't even a Starbucks cup.
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's a different coffee company.
It's called the paper cup.
They're like, shit.
But everybody just you see a cup like that, it's just we're ingrained. It's like Apple. It's like, you know what I mean? It's Starbucks. It's Kleenex. It's just that's the name, so that's what everybody associated it with.
Yeah, no one called it tissue. Is it, can I get a Kleenex?
Yep.
Nobody says glass cleaner; they say Windex.
Exactly. Yep. It's just it's like Apple. It's like Uber. You don't really think of Lyft. It's Uber.
Yeah. Yep.
Apparently, they went public today, and they're gonna lose a shit ton. And apparently, they're like a company that loses a shit ton of money.
Yeah, they were saying they were gonna get like 40 something, I think, and they only got like 20 something, right?
Wasn't it supposed to be like $44 a share or something like that?
Yeah.
I thought
I read a bunch of drivers were going on strike or something.
Yeah, because they're not getting paid well.
Like in Britain.
In Britain?
That's where Uber's from.
It's from Britain?
Yeah, they're not an American company.
I would have thought it was from Germany.
Ubermensch.
Did you see Scott Eastwood is trying to be the next Wolverine?
I did.
He'd be a good Wolverine.
He's a horrible actor.
I think the dude who plays
horrible back then.
The dude who plays Eggsy is a good choice. Like people have been
Edgerton.
Yes, people have been photoshopping him into like Hugh Jackman stuff, and he looks really good.
Nope, he doesn't have a Canadian voice.
What?
He doesn't have a Canadian accent.
Neither does Hugh Jackman.
I just can't picture my Wolverine with an English accent.
Well, you couldn't picture him with an Australian one.
Yeah, right. But he'll have an Australia one.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have a real Australian accent when he talks Wolverine.
Well, Taron Egerton was in that Eddie the Eagle movie, and he's speaking like an American.
He sounds, yeah.
Not really. He's really bad at it.
He's a really good actor. He looks awesome in that Elton John movie. Like,
so when you guys saw Endgame, did you guys see the Will Smith trailer?
Yeah, it looks terrible.
Gemini Man?
Yeah. So I was
I watched that movie. I've seen it.
I said, what is it? It's Will Smith playing Will Smith as the twin of Will Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. That's breaking some walls.
I saw that movie a month ago.
Is it any good?
No, you can tell by the trailer. It's terrible.
It's directed by Ang Lee, and he was sitting 2 rows behind me.
Did you know it?
No, I didn't know it till we walked out, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
did you tell him that the movie was terrible as you were walking?
Did you do the same thing you did to me at Free Comic Book Day? You walk in and you look at whoever you're with, in your mouth. Is that Frank Caliendo?
I'm glad. I'm going to show up to Free Comic Day with fucking not even a goddamn thing but myself and a shirt.
Dude, that's what Kyle said to me. He calls me. He's like, "Dude, Lance from Couch Crunchers he's got balls, man. He just shows up to Free Comic Book Day with just himself in a shirt. No promotional material. He's got the balls."
I had no idea that thing was as big as it was going to be. Like, I walked in and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like,
you didn't even bring a cup of coffee, motherfucker. You just swaggered on in there.
I didn't realize until halfway there it was at the library across the street. I thought I was going to the comic book store.
I don't got a fucking thing. I'm just gonna walk in here and sit down. Yeah. Big old balls, man. The swagger. Dude, honestly, you were here and now you're here. Like, you moved up 2 notches in my world because the swagger you walked in with. You know how many fucks I give? This many. None. 0. Fuck it. Fucking awesome.
Next year, I hope Ken invites me back. Next year, I'm going to put a little bit more effort.
How can you not with the swagger you had? The fucking I don't fucking care attitude. I'm Lance. Fuck that. He has to invite you back.
Oh gosh.
Did you have you seen, Brian, who they're talking about casting to play Batman now?
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
I saw the link you sent me. I like that. I'm cool with that.
Who?
It's Aaron Taylor Johnson, who plays Quicksilver in the MCU.
No, I don't like that. I like the other one.
Or the dude who plays Hank McCoy in the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The dude that plays Hank McCoy is a great fucking actor, man.
Yeah, but I don't think he's Batman material.
I like Aaron Taylor Johnson better. But I read a thing that they were looking at Cole Sprouse.
I saw it, Joey Lawrence.
Cole Sprouse wouldn't be bad. I mean,
I think Robert Pattinson needs to be Wolverine, and I think maybe that Taron Egerton kid.
The dude who needs to fucking do it, honestly, is the kid who plays Archie Andrews in Riverdale. If you watch Riverdale, the kid who plays Archie Andrews, that's who should do it.
Wolverine?
Be Batman?
Yeah.
No.
I do
no,
100%.
No.
He's got the physique, he's got the acting chops. He could play a young Bruce Wayne.
He does not have the acting chops to pull.
I think he
Batman.
does.
You're fucking dude, you're smoking his pole or something.
No, sir. I'm just telling it like I fucking see.
They already got one Riverdale kid in the DC EU or whatever they call it. He plays one of the Shazam kids.
Who cares?
Betty White should be the next Batman. That's what Joe said in the chat.
Who cares about Shazam?
Shazam is a badass character, man.
The movie was great.
I gotta see it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
What do you guys think about Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine?
No.
There's a lot of people campaigning for it.
Fuck no. I'd rather have what's his name's little brother, the Home Alone kid. I'd rather have
Wolverine, Harry. Macaulay Culkin's little brother.
Yeah, Rory Culkin.
Get the fuck out of here.
Have you seen that show? That
you can leave now.
Have you seen that show that he's on HBO?
Isn't he the same one that's in Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
What's his name?
Yeah, Rory Culkin.
Not the guy who looks like he's like permanently sad.
Yeah,
like he hasn't slept a day in like 15 years.
Sounds like the perfect fucking Batman to me.
I don't know.
Dude's name. It's not Rory. That's not right.
Kieran.
Rory. Let's just make up names now, Brian. Brian Fry.
Culkin brothers.
You're sitting in front of a supercomputer there, Brian Fry, and you can't even make up the right name.
Michael Cera should be Batman.
Fuck off.
I'm telling you right now, within the next 5 years, Michael Cera is going to be one of the best directors.
I could see that.
Well, he's already directed a few things that aren't half bad.
I think he's gonna break, and he's gonna be one of the best directors. It's coming.
He's directed a bunch of stuff already that's pretty good. Let me see, director.
Fucking Brian Fry over here.
Oh, maybe he hasn't directed the things I.
That's how good of a director he is. He didn't even do it.
I believe Joseph in the chat where he said I would cast a no name for both. I think that's the best thing to do.
I do too. I'm 100%.
A no name like
Marvel probably would. Marvel probably will.
Marvel will.
Cast a no name.
Yeah, for sure. I
just hope it's not Scott Eastwood.
That's not a no name.
He's only been in like 2 movies.
And he's got a fucking last name of one of the biggest actors in the world. That's not a no name.
I don't know.
Not only is his last name the same, it's his fucking dad.
I think the Baldwins might tell you something different because only half of them have a career.
What are you talking about? They're all still working.
Alec is. I don't know about the rest of them.
Steven fucking produced one of the most fucking beautiful women in the world right now, so I'm cool with that.
Who?
The chick that married Justin Bieber.
Isn't that Alec Baldwin's daughter?
No, that's Stephen Baldwin, or I mean William Baldwin's daughter.
Yeah, no, it's Stephen
Biodome, dude.
I don't care.
Biodome. One of the greatest movies all time made. Biodome. Right next to Son-in-Law. 2 of the greatest all time movies ever.
Son-in-Law is my favorite Pauly Shore movie, hands down.
Bro, when that turkey came back alive, I thought, me and my brother with my dad watching that, I literally thought my dad was gonna have a heart attack. He was laughing so hard. I've never seen a person in their life laugh when that turkey jumps out.
I love Encino Man.
Those are great movies too, man. Fucking Pauly Shore in the army now. Fucking great movie.
Pauly Shore movie right here. This is the greatest one ever.
Was he in that?
Yeah, he plays Pauly Shore.
Yeah,
essentially.
What is that movie?
Goof Troop or a Goofy movie? Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh my god.
What?
I don't got kids, man. I stay away from them thing like they're fucking kryptonite.
Dude, that was out when we were kids.
I don't even want anybody to say anything around me like, hey man, you got kids? Fuck you, get the fuck out. I don't even want that even thought.
I don't know, by all those comic book back there, I think you got kids.
Fuck.
No, that's why he doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
All right, what about Aaron Paul as Wolverine?
No.
Who's that?
No. He's a YouTube guy.
Oh.
No, Aaron Paul played Jesse in fucking Breaking Bad.
Nah, I'm not cool with that.
Oh, no.
You're thinking of Logan Paul or Jake Paul.
Well, at least I knew the name, so.
And you can once again take your leave for bringing them up on the show.
How about Charlie Hunnam?
No.
Luke Evans.
I would say, what about that kid that was in Peaky Blinders that was in that movie where he went to a prison in like Thailand and he had to become a Muay Thai star in the prison? He played the brother that gets killed in Peaky Blinders, the younger brother.
I know what you're talking about.
That dude would be a good fucking Batman.
Oh,
how about we just move on from Bruce Wayne and go to Terry McGinnis and call it a fucking day?
I'm cool with that. I'm very cool with that.
Hell yeah.
I'm very cool with that.
How about Garrett Hedlund as Wolverine?
I don't know who that is.
From Tron
I
Legacy?
think you cast the no name as it's just what it is. I think
I'll be Batman. I'll take one for the team.
Well, I mean, like, they're not casting complete no names. These guys have been in some things. But Garrett Hedlund hasn't really had any, like.
Yeah, but when they cast them, like, they are no names. Like,
Tim says in the chat, if we're going to keep using horrible actors, let's just go all out and cast David Spade as Wolverine.
I got a better one. Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Wasn't he petitioning to play?
No, that was fucking. That was
Joey Lawrence.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Joey Lawrence wanted to play Batman, right?
Well, Joey didn't come on our show through our campaign, so his bid has stalled. Yeah, his bid has stalled. I campaigned hard.
At him.
Yeah.
Little did you know, the producer of that film is Matt's uncle from another uncle.
My uncle from another uncle. That's quite the family lineage right there. My uncle from another uncle.
Oh, fucking! I mean that's
my uncle from another uncle who's also my cousin and my aunt. How the fuck that's gonna work? But just fucking cast Chris Farley's ghost as Slimer in the Ghostbusters reboot.
Oh, that would be fucking cool.
Dude, I'm so excited for that Ghostbusters movie. Especially because they're ignoring the last one that came out.
Yeah. That last one was kind of ridiculous. It wasn't that bad though. I thought the chick from Saturday Night Live was
bad. It just wasn't good. Like
the chick from Saturday Night Live was really funny in it.
All three of them are from Saturday Night Live.
No, I'm talking about the chick that plays Egon's.
Oh, Kate McKinnon?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good. I liked her.
Thor was awesome in it.
Thor was great. But Leslie Jones and Kristen Wiig just seemed to.
I like how these guys have no name other than Thor to Kyle. It's not Chris Hemsworth, it's Thor.
It is. He's Thor. I do that so everybody knows who I'm talking about.
Hologram Adam West.
Nobody knows what you're talking about if you say Chris Hemsworth.
Nope, but you know what I'm talking about if I say Thor. I know Thor. Yeah, Thor.
Oh, man. How about Denzel as Batman?
No. I'm telling you, we have said it on this show multiple times before Kevin Smith even said it. A Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton as old man Bruce Wayne is $1 billion fucking idea.
Yep, I agree.
You want to beat Avengers Endgame? in the theaters, do it. Do it. Michael Keaton as old man Bruce Wayne with Terry McGinnis. Good night.
Fat Thor for Batman.
Well, would you? So if you bring back Michael Keaton, would you also bring back
No.
Tim Burton?
No.
The director?
Nope.
It'll be a totally different actor. So would the magic still be there?
I bring in Taika Waititi or the Russos or someone established.
Already want it. The Russos are begging to do a Batman movie.
I know. I think they'd kill it.
If Warner Brothers hasn't already called them, you should fire whoever's in charge over there.
I think they'd kill it, but I think that's the way you go. Dude, you can't. How many more times are you going to reboot Batman's story?
Twice. 2 more.
Like, just move on to Batman Beyond. Take a book from Marvel. Look how popular Into the Spider-Verse was, and it wasn't even a Peter Parker movie.
Well, I mean, he's in it. I mean, he plays a big role in it. He's in 90% of the movie.
Yeah, but it's a Miles Morales story. Like, that's what it drives it. But
yeah, that's true. Do you think they're going to introduce Miles Morales in this next one?
No, I think they do it later on.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming. I know it's coming.
It's coming.
Not to. Maybe stupid not to.
They already made Falcon the new Captain America in the MCU, so it's only a matter of time before Miles comes. And I think it'll be the end of his contract, and like I said, you'll see the fight between Green Goblin and Peter Parker that kills Peter Parker that brings in Miles Morales. And that'll be like the end. That would be the perfect way to end like Spider-Man 3 or 4.
I want them to do Doc Ock again, but I want them to bring back this Alfred Molina.
I want Patton Oswalt
to be Doc Ock.
Patton Oswalt as Doc Ock would be fantastic.
But he's not a very good actor.
I think he's fantastic for the role.
I like him.
He's badass on Twitter.
Yeah, I like him. Like I watch his new show, AP Bio. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
it's pretty funny. But Patton Oswalt's awesome. He's just not that great of an actor.
I think he'd be a fantastic Doc Ock.
Dude, he's awesome in King of Queens.
Yeah, but he plays the same role in every show. Every single show, he's the same dude.
So is Denzel Washington.
We
don't mind.
Did you guys see the trailer for that new Pets movie?
Secret Life of Pets 2?
Yeah. Did you see that he replaced Louis C.K.?
Well, not surprising.
But like the first time I watched it, I was like, wow, Louis C.K. voice changed a lot. It took me a second to realize it was Patton Oswalt.
I don't watch kid movies. I don't have kids.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Right?
Well, they played Secret Life of Pets 2 trailer right before Endgame last night. So I figured you would have seen it.
That's what happens when you have kids.
Timer.
That's what happens when you have a boatload of kids. Hey, I may be a 6-timer, but I've only seen the trailers twice because the other 4 times were not seen in a theater.
Oh, that's true. Oh man, Dolby Cinema and
they may or may not have Japanese subtitles or Chinese subtitles.
Have you guys watched the movie at the Dolby Cinema?
Yeah, I went and saw Creed 2 at Dolby's.
So I saw Hellboy.
I heard that movie was ass.
It was hot garbage.
It was really that bad.
David Harbour looks like he's reading off of cue cards the entire time.
Yeah. Glad I didn't waste my money on that one.
It was horrible. Well, I love Hellboy, dude, but it was hot garbage.
Oh, that's right. Tim brings up a good point in the chat. Sorry to go backwards. He says Miles Morales already exists in the MCU. Donald Glover was the Prowler, wasn't he? And he mentioned his nephew. He was the Prowler in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yep. Yeah. Well, they mentioned his parents in Daredevil as well.
That doesn't count.
When did they mention his parents in Daredevil?
When when Foggy is it's in the first season when Foggy's talking to what's the girl's name?
I can't remember her name. Isn't it Trish or something like that?
No, Trish is the blonde.
Oh, what?
Jessica Jones.
Oh, I can't remember her name.
He's talking to her and he talks about the Morales.
Yeah, but that's such a typical last name. It doesn't mean it's.
But there was more to it than that alluded that he was talking about this.
Like I want the real Miles Morales origin story though. I don't want what Into the Spider-Verse gave us. Like I want his dad, Karen. Tim says her name was Karen.
Oh yeah.
I don't want his dad being a cop because he wasn't a cop in the comic books. Like I want the real like Miles origin story.
They made his dad a cop in the video game too.
Yeah, I know. But he's an ex-SHIELD agent in the comics. So I would rather it be a comic book and then he gets bitten by the spider after his uncle steals it for Norman Osborn. Like that's what I would like to see. But that's just me being a stickler because I'm a fan of the character.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
So, Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire are like really good friends.
I used to get them confused all the time.
Yeah.
Is that Bubble Boy? No, it's Tobey Maguire.
It'd be cool if they're doing this like multiverse thing. If Tobey Maguire makes an appearance in the new movie.
I don't think it's happening.
They said he almost came for the cartoon instead of Chris Pine.
That'd have been interesting.
Chris Pine is playing a continuation of Tobey Maguire's character.
I know. The whole Spider-Man 3 dance scene totally didn't give it away. The whole Spider-Man dance scene didn't give it away.
There are other people listening besides you, Matt. I like to give context for people that don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
You should just give me context on your entire life then.
Today
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Morning.
Wait, I missed what you said. You broke up. What'd you say?
I said today I took a shit at 8 a.m. You said
that's
text.
That's a good time. I was already at work at 8 a.m, but what is that?
I work from home on Friday, so I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, what the hell is that? I don't know.
Brian works from home every day.
Yeah.
Working on sleeping.
Yeah. You should be like pushing your podcasting career.
That's what I'm always doing, man. That never ends.
You should be building a website for the podcast or that podcast we will no longer be naming on here.
Yeah.
Guys, I just yawned.
Yeah, I heard that. Well, we've been at this for 2 hours. You guys got anything else you want to talk about?
Nothing I can think of. Just another congratulations to Kyle. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
How are you going to celebrate besides getting drunk tonight?
Tomorrow, I'm going to go play rock and roll bingo at a bar.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they do. They play videos, and then you have like a bingo card with the bands. It's the same thing. When you see the video come up and you have the band, you just cross it off. It's pretty fun. Yeah, it's a real fun game.
Dude, that would be a good panel. Like, do comic book movie bingo and play clips from different comic book movies and have the audience do their bingo cards.
That would be a good panel.
Don't steal it.
I already did. It's already
Trademark.
It's already taken.
It's in Matt's spank bank.
Maybe you can do that for one of your midnight panels at Phoenix Fan Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, by the way, we got Phoenix Fan Fest in 2 weeks. Why don't you go ahead and kind of tell everyone what panels you Couch Crunchers are doing?
Well, you guys are doing a couple with us, right?
I know of one, which is the 80 Action Stars.
I think I'm just going to start pulling you guys in. Like, Hey, we're dying in here. Come on in. No, we've got
the crowd's dying. We need Kyle to come in and talk about taint tattoos. Get in here, Kyle.
You want to lift my legs up?
No, we've got one. It's called Parks and Ragnarok or something like that. I don't know. It's Movie Mechanic. It's Sam, who's been on your guys' show before. He's doing one where basically they're going to take popular scripts from different TV shows and act them out as if the actors playing them were comic book characters. So one of them is Parks and Ragnarok, and then they're going to do an Office one and Friends and all these. I'm not sure. Sam's got a better idea what's going on, but it sounds really fun. And then the one you guys are doing with me is Action Stars versus The Walking Dead, where we are drafting a team of action stars and seeing who would survive in the world of The Walking Dead. So that's Saturday. And then Sunday, we're doing Superhero Tinder. Basically, swipe left or right on your superheroes. So that one usually gets everybody on. That one's after the expo closes too. Huh?
So that gets everybody swiping?
Dude, when we did that one last year, literally I sat up there and the audience just ran off with it, dude. Like the
fire alarm went off and everybody ran off.
Oh, that one sucked, dude.
And then Dan knocked over Scott Snyder.
So that one, the Superhero Tinder we did last year, we were in the same room right after Todd McFarlane and Scott Snyder. So we kind of ran the benefit. They got up and left, and all those people stayed for our panel. And it was the one, not one of those little panel rooms. It was the one that was like 4 of them that was on the main level.
It's not one of those little panel rooms. It's one of the big ones.
But it's going to be fun, man.
Brian just woke up from his nap.
But
I like how Brian comes in with one of those like comedic Adam Sandler laughs. Shut up! Just way late after Kyle's already done the joke.
Watch him on SNL the other day.
I did, yeah.
Who was on
it? I don't ever watch SNL, and it was really good.
Adam Sandler.
That's got to be a first in a long time.
It's the first time he ever hosted it.
5 years.
You got to be fucking kidding me! He never hosted it.
Never. He got fired and never came back.
Yeah, he writes a song about getting fired.
Yeah, Chris
Rock. He plays a nice tribute to Chris Farley that he wrote too.
What did he get fired for?
They fired him, Chris Farley, Chris Rock. Who else did they say they got?
David Spade.
I don't know. Probably. If they fired Chris Farley, you got fired David Spade. But
they fired him to get a new cast, or
Phil Hartman.
Yes. Was Phil Hartman fired?
I don't know.
I thought he died when he was on that cast.
Oh, maybe.
I think he died after he was on the cast.
He was on news radio when he died.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they do a skit, the Sandler family reunion. That's pretty funny.
Oh, dude, Pete, what's his name?
Pete Davidson
as Little Nicky was fantastic.
Yeah. Pete Davidson's cool. I like that dude. He's funny.
He's cool. He comes out when Sandler's singing his "I Got Fired" song in his monologue, and Pete Davidson starts singing out how he got fired, and Adam Sandler's like, "No, you haven't been fired, but it's coming." It was pretty damn good. But he does a skit where he's an Italian tour guide.
Oh yeah, tour. Yeah, the tour of Italy. Yeah,
dude, it's so funny, so funny. That's the funniest SNL has been in 6 years.
I like Pete Davidson on Weekend Update or whatever it is.
Yeah, and I'll watch Weekend Update, but that's the only thing that's any good. I mean,
I just hate how political it's gotten. I fucking hate politics. I don't want to.
But Weekend Update, you know that you're getting. It's always been political, so you know what you're getting. But when in the skits, when it's all the time, it's cramming it down your throat. Like, how many times can you have Alec Baldwin on it playing Trump? It just gets boring.
Yeah.
I like him better as Scoutmaster and Canteen Boy.
Oh yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't do. That's one of the all-time greatest skits on there. I'm surprised they didn't do a hollerback on that.
Oh, they did Opera Man and Weekend Update. It was fantastic. It's the funniest it's been in a long time.
Very cool.
Yeah, but they should do a whole episode where they just have like a whole season where former cast members are just the hosts.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm surprised they haven't done that.
I like Kenan Thompson as Steve Harvey playing the Family Feud, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kenan Thompson's great, man.
Dude, I didn't know that he was so funny from the days of Kenan and Kel. Like, Kel stole the light, dude. Like, Kenan was just kind of there. And
that was kind of cool to see them do that on the show. Was it last year or the year before? Where they redid the burger shop.
Oh, Good Burger, yeah.
They did that on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
They did it on Saturday Night too, didn't they?
I don't think so. But it looks like a Saturday Night Live skit, and they're both Lorne Michaels produced, so it probably looked the same. But I remember, Kenan didn't come in and play his character from the movie. He was like some just customer guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're apparently coming out with a Kenan and Kel reboot.
Whoa.
Please no.
They were on 6 months ago and did an episode of Double Dare. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Kenan and Kel did a Double Dare episode.
I think so. It wouldn't be a reboot if they're bringing them back.
Not a reboot. It's like a soft reboot. Like they're going to be parents with kids.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like Girl Meets World.
Or fucking Home. What is
Fuller House?
Fuller House, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My daughter loves that show.
I just think it's funny because the one daughter, like 2 days before she got the call to film that show, was out selling, hooking with a bunch of meth and the Hell's Angels.
You talking about Stephanie?
Yeah.
The middle one? Dude, she's hot now.
She was a fucking hardcore fucking meth addict.
Yeah.
So hot. Want to touch the hiney.
Oh, yeah. Did you see he was in that family reunion skit?
Mm-hmm.
The dude from Disjointed? Is that the name of that show?
Yeah.
You guys ever watched that one on Netflix?
They had every Sandler character that he's ever played in there. Because the whole joke was that he steals his characters from his family members.
Yeah. Well, the actor that was playing him, he's from this show called Disjointed on Netflix. Mm-hmm. That's Kathy Bates. That show's hilarious, but it got canceled too. All my favorite shows get canceled.
Oh, well.
What were we talking about? Fan Fusion? Go to Fan Fusion.
Yeah. We were talking about Fan Fusion until you went off into the giant tirade.
I tend to do that. Go down rabbit holes. But I'm going to be there. Tyler, my fellow cruncher, is going to be there. You three are going to be there, right? Matt are, but are you going to be there, Brian?
I doubt I will. I'll be there, but I definitely am probably not going to be there for your panel because I don't even fucking watch Walking Dead. So I'd be terrible at that, but I'll probably be there just to hang
come
out.
To support the show, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting free tickets. I got to do something.
Now you sound like Jose.
I'm surprised Jose wasn't on tonight. Doesn't he usually come on when it's around these times so he can get free passes too?
Yeah.
Yeah. He couldn't tonight. He didn't say why.
He just let us know at the last minute that he wasn't going to be there.
Like he'll come on so you guys can.
Oh yeah, yep.
The 33%er.
That's right.
Well, thanks guys for having me on tonight.
He's not even in trouble. Yeah, he's not even in trouble this time. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight in the chat. If you had a good time, I see a bunch of you in chat still. Make sure to hit that like button. If you that's your first time finding this podcast and you like what you heard, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We do this every Friday night on YouTube. I'm done saying the time because clearly we can't start at 7:30. We're even lucky if we start by 8 o'clock at this point. So every Friday night we're live on YouTube. You can find the replay of this show every Monday morning on any of your podcasting platforms where you get your podcasts.
Places.
Places. If you want to, you can check us out on Twitter at A Geek Podcast and at Absolute Geek Podcast and all over other social media. Join the Absolute
Find me on Twitter.
Yeah, there you go. Join the Absolute Geek Podcast Facebook group if you want to get with us and talk with all the other Absolute Geek Army, or squirters, as Brian calls them. You can join the conversation, and if you want to contact any of us, that's the best place to do it. I want to just real quick again thank Ken from Drawn to Comics for inviting us down to Free Comic Book Day. I want to thank everyone from Comic Playground for the being on the mega cast and hanging out with us Free Comic Book Day. I want to thank Frank Caliendo for actually just basically, I don't know if you call it like bombarding our live stream and just being like, can I jump on your guys' show? That was cool.
That was fucking really cool.
Shout out. Yeah, for sure. And I want to thank the dudes, Jesse from Nerds with Balls, and I'm forgetting his name, from Dakota from Comic Chronicles for hanging out with us too. And yeah, come out if you're in the Phoenix area and Memorial Day weekend. Come out to FanFest, check out our panels. Come check out the Couch Crunchers if you're still there at midnight when they go on for their panels
at 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m. with their panels.
It's all right, dude. If it means free tickets, I'm good. I need some more artwork,
guys. We have Absolute Geek comic code shirts in stock. If you want to purchase a shirt,
stock, get a hold of me.
Get a hold of Kyle. And he'll hook you up with a t-shirt. Hopefully we're gonna have the Blocked by Liefeld shirt soon. But yeah, so for this week's episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast, I am Matt.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Brian, and fuck the Boston Bruins.
Oh my god.
And I am Lance from Couch Crunchers. Thanks for having me on.
Not a problem. It's a good time as always. And we will see you guys next time.